And we are live. It has begun. And oh boy, am I ready to get this thing started. Guys, Freddy here, ready to start off this Q&A, and I have no idea if anyone's showed up yet, but we know this is going to be a complete and utter blast. Fact is, guys, if you want to send in your questions, the comment section is wide open, and you can ask me anything. Meaning, it doesn't matter if it's wrestling related, anime related, video games, bonus, whatever it is. If it's related to my channel or otherwise, you know exactly what to do. Well, I mean, it just makes sense, I guess. And I'm just checking down here to make sure that my video is now here, and it is. Cool thing is, I can now quit that and go to the comment section to see if anyone has actually put some comments in. Yeah, guys, just send in the questions. Send them through, doesn't really bother me in the slightest, and we'll be able to get this thing started. Now, I'm going to say this first. This is the first live Q&A I've done since the transition to the CC network, and I'm feeling pretty happy about it. You know, I'm getting one of these out of the way, done. I've missed doing these. And the last one I did, I think, was in May, June-ish, and it was an absolute pain in the ass to get done, to record. And overall now, I'm just doing a live Q&A and freaking enjoying it. So if you guys would be so kind to leave your questions, whatever they may be, whether it be related to any topic area or just be personally related, just send them through and I will answer them as quickly as I can, depending on how quickly the comment section comes in with anything. Now I'm just going to wait and bide my time until this happens. So... And also, in fact, just share it around. You know, I mean, that's one thing you guys can do to help this, is spread the word. Send the video around. Get more people on board, you know. The more questions I get, the better this is, you know. I don't have to worry about anything. All I have to do is wait. And, oh, we got the first question coming in from the M Ranters. Your thoughts on Alberto Del Rio's unfair firing? Okay, now, unfairness may be on your end of things. Thing is, for me, if you are in some case able to beat someone up in your employment, you would get fired on the spot. But I have to admit, in some agreement, that if Alberto Del Rio's precursor was that he was racially was hit with a racist slur, then the person who said it must be fired as well. Because honestly, it's double standard if you fire the person beating someone up, but you can condone racism in your company, which effectively means WWE is a racist company all along if that's the kind of standard they hold. I'm not going to lie to you, that's a really stupid way of going about things, but that's just how it is. And yeah, I mean, the fact is he appeared on Triple Mania as well. I don't know what the hell his no contact clause is, but there we go. He appeared in Mexico's biggest pay-per-view, so he might be doing something down there with the former Sin Cara. I mean, overall, it should be quite interesting to see where Del Rio goes with this, because apparently Triple H has wanted to try and rehire him, but he doesn't want to come back, and so do many of the other wrestlers. They want him back too, so that's quite an interesting point. I mean, overall, I just think it's a bit of a loss losing Del Rio, because I personally didn't mind Alberto Del Rio at all. I mean, I did like him a lot when he first came in, but overall, he was, I don't know, in the last year or so, he just lost a lot of momentum, and personally, I have to admit this, he did get a little stale, and it was boring over time, but then again, they didn't do anything to invest in the character, so I think losing Del Rio on a wrestling standpoint is going to be really bad. From a story perspective, it's not going to be that bad because he didn't really fit into any stories anyway. Outside of his original road to the title and achieving his destiny, nothing actually came from it. And overall, you can't really have that, can you? So yeah, that's that one done. M Ranters, thank you for that question. Guys, keep them coming. And I believe we have some more questions coming in here. And we have from Final Limits. What are your thoughts on people who say Cena should die, and if he did, they'd throw a party? Well, those people are idiots. Those people are idiots. Why would you even think that? Even a person, I mean, you said this to me, Final Limits, on Facebook. Even you, a Cena hater, think this is over the damn line, and I have to admit, that's exactly the attitude that every Cena hater should do. You know, why would they? Why would they even do this? Never mind. That's just all I'm going to say here. Those who do think that, you know what you need to do. Take an attitude adjustment yourself. Anyway, from Jonathan Goodboy, the Wrestling Shuffler. Hey, Queen Crazy, how you been doing? I've been doing quite well, and I want to please state this. I did mention a couple months ago that the Queen Crazy username is now retired on YouTube, so if you're going to send any questions in, just say Fred or Freddy will be perfectly fine by me. I don't mind if people still call me it, but I'm just saying it's not really official for me anymore on YouTube, you know. Hey, this is the CC network, after all. And I've been doing quite well, yeah. I've been away from university for a while. I've just been trying to get this CCMLP countdown done. In fact, I actually, about, say, 20 minutes prior to coming onto this, I finished the live action stuff I needed to record for it, so I'm pretty damn chuffed. And overall, I'm looking forward to getting that content made, because it's been months in the making, and I just want to get it done. So I'm probably going to be working on that, and just getting stuff done, really. Speaking of which, I do want to point this out in case I think one person did ask me on Facebook. The SummerSlam thoughts and the Raw thoughts didn't get done. I just wasn't really feeling good this week. I didn't have enough drive to really push myself to get it done, and I need to fix that pronto. Anyway, why is Paige so pale? We, in East Anglia, in the region we're in this country, outside from the kind of sun we've been having lately, we don't really get that many sunlight. As you can tell from me, I'm quite pale as hell, but then again, this is a dimly lit room, so honestly, you can't really tell, to be honest with you. I will say this. She's probably in a position where, yeah, we get a lot of rain in this country, so therefore it's bound to happen that when you have a lot of rain, you don't get a lot of sunlight, and especially in this region where in the summer, if it's really sunny, it's the driest county in the whole region, but if not, then what the hell is this? It's just too much cloud. Your thoughts on ISIS? Oh god, here we go with the political stuff. I think basically everyone else who's against ISIS pretty much notices the opinion of it. I don't want to go into too much detail, but that's pretty much my opinion. Like, honestly, going on a genocidal rampage against anyone who doesn't believe in what you believe is a stupid concept. You know, it's a stupid concept to think, oh, if you don't believe, I'm going to kill you, and try to make an entire state based off your religion. Okay? It's just, I'm not a massive religion person, per se, but I will say this. I've never gotten the notion of religious extremism. I can understand why it happens, but I don't understand why it actually does happen. In this world, shouldn't we all just get along and live equally, for God's sake? I mean, that's pretty much what we want in this world. And people like ISIS just don't really give a fuck. And it's annoying that in this world, in this globalized world, we really need to focus on being united. And hell, the rumors that we need to apparently have partnership with President Assad to ensure that we get these guys crushed, that may be something that could be done. Who bloody knows? Anyway, fact is, ISIS are awful, and anyone who supports them, you're an idiot. Or to quote Adam Hills, don't be a dick. Alright? That's my political rant out of the way to start with in the first 8 minutes of this damn thing. Holy crap. Fred, when are you cutting your hair? It's long as hell. This isn't long as hell. Do you think this is long as hell? It's not that bad at all. It's not even touching the base of my t-shirt collar right here. So, it's not that bad. It could be worse. Trust me, it could be. I mean, honestly, I'm probably going to get my hair cut sometime soon. I mean, I've got work experience starting in a couple of days at a technology company. I'm not going to get it cut then, because this is actually not bad. I'm probably going to get it cut sometime after I get back. I mean, I'm going into town at some point at the end of the week. So, it'll be done soon enough. Do you feel John Morrison was underrated on the mic because compared to Sheamus or even Cena, Morrison's dry humour was freaking awesome? Yeah, his humour was good. I kind of liked it. But, I mean, that kind of gave off a little bit of charisma, but I think that's where his appearance came in. And his appearance and his moveset. He was all flash, but when it came to the vocal part, he just didn't have it. He's kind of like a Rey Mysterio where he can't talk very well, but you know he makes up for it in every other category. Yeah, I think John Morrison, he was kind of underrated sometimes, because when he cracked a few good jokes with The Miz, he knew how to do it well. And they worked off each other quite well. But overall, he's underrated, but not that much by me. What happened to the New Nation storyline? Well, apparently they just decided to form the group, and then they realized they formed them at the wrong time. I mean, apparently they decided to include the New Nation on house shows recently as a team, and therefore it's not really that good for them, knowing that they've cocked up ahead of time on something, and they don't have any momentum at all at this point. Sucks for them, really, but it's gonna go. How stupid is it that actual drama is built on YouTube just because of a wrestling topic? It is stupid. I mean, hell, I've been involved in some of these, and it's not good. I mean, professional wrestling is like many other sports, like football, Formula 1, all this jazz. Why did the video stopped? Oh, bloody hell. I haven't clicked anything. I don't know if you guys can see me. Nonetheless, overall, I think just people starting fights on YouTube. Stupid idea. Awful idea. Why the hell would you even do it? Your thoughts on Maria? Reasonably good mic worker. Yeah, everything else, you know. Enough said. You look quite nice, though. Why did... I've already asked about the video, so... It's not live anymore. What? Oh, bandwidth. It says it's live here. It says it's live right here. Let me go to limit the bandwidth. Right, I've limited the bandwidth, so hopefully that's not a problem anymore. What the hell's going on here? Ugh. I'm going to just quickly check this myself, actually, in case. Final Limit has just pointed out that this has gone... You guys can see me. I can't really tell if this is all working now. This is bad. Yeah, if you guys can see this, hello, I'm back. Just gonna say the Q&A kind of went tits up there for a second. If you guys can see me, keep sending the questions in. I've limited the bandwidth. The screen size is a bit smaller. Sorry about that. I think honestly, the internet may be cocking up or having some kind of problem with it. I don't really know what's going on, so sorry about this. I need to just quickly sort things out with the comments. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm back. I think I'm back. If you guys can say all's good, I'm happy with it. What makes great music in your mind, Jonathan Goodboy? Thing is, good music is very subjective. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Good music is incredibly subjective here. For me, anything which has a good hook, good instrument sounds, because I can tell if a song sounds crap just because their instruments are just like not creating nice good vibes, man. And overall, I'm gonna say it right now. Anything where the rapping is full of swear words and derogatory crap, I'm not gonna take it. Not to mention, for me, if the music is just noise, I won't go with it. I won't buy it. And it's annoying for me how people can like stuff like that, like drum and bass and techno and stuff like that. That annoys me. I mean, hell, even like I've said rap as well. A lot of music does get on my nerves if it doesn't form a nice cohesive musical unit. You know, I'm just saying, it's my opinion here. You don't have to treat it as gospel or anything. But yeah, all's good on my end. Anyway, guys, hope this is all working for you. Sorry about the cock up there. I didn't realise that there was a streaming problem for some of you. If you can still see me, please do highlight this. What are your thoughts on the Emma theft situation? Stupid, really? I mean, unless you've been charged with something, you shouldn't really, or at least found guilty of it, you shouldn't be fired from anything. That's always my philosophy. If you are fired just because you've been arrested for something, then it's stupid. Mostly because if you do, it proves that the employers don't trust you. They notice, oh my god, you've done a crime, oh no, and it doesn't work. Also, guys, you don't have to keep things related to wrestling, I mean, if you want to chuck any other questions related to my other content stuff my way, I mean, I could answer questions about video games, anime, bonus, the lot. You don't have to you can send me a lot of things through, it won't be a problem. And yeah. Should be all fun, I guess. If you guys are enjoying this, please give me a like down below. I'd greatly appreciate it. And overall, I'm just waiting for more questions to come in. So if you guys can send through more and send out that the Q&A is still live and kicking and it's not proving to be a pain in the ass for some of you, all will be good. Right, let's just send out a message that the Q&A is still live. The Q&A is back. Back up. Hopefully with no problems. And the M-Ranters have just come through. Mike Cope, one of the M-Ranters who is speaking to me on Twitter, has just informed me that he can see me. Therefore, I hope to God all you can too. Right, I'm going to send this link out, saying that the Q&A is back up, and now all is well. Okay, let's just send that through. Any more questions? No, keep them coming. Just send me the damn questions. I don't want to sit here for the next however many hours unsure what the hell I'm going to talk about. It's all good. I just want questions. Give it to me. Anyway, I'm going to ask you guys a question, actually, while I'm ahead of myself. How are you guys doing? All good? It's good to hear. Right, I'm going to go to Facebook quickly, just to promote my my Q&A to the people, if that's even possible. Okay. Let's see now. What am I going to do? Anyone else here and doing things? So if I sound like I'm mumbling, but I need to find out what the hell is going on. Right, send this out to the British Fist Universe page, because I can. My live Q&A going. Join if you want. Just want to confirm that I know this is working. I'm just going to load up a page. And it is working! Yes! Right. Okay, here we are. Next question. Speaking of this, why did you drop the Cream Crazy name? It was such a good one. Well, if you saw the CC Network launch video, you know why I let it go. I said to myself, if I want to be taken more seriously here on YouTube, I might as well use my real name and something a bit different, I mean, I just, after using that name on the internet for 10 years and being the butt of jokes with it, I just went, you know what, screw it. Screw it. I don't want to have this damn name anymore. And, okay, I've shortened it to the CC, so it's now in the title, but overall, it just annoyed me. It really did. And I'm kind of happy that I've now got this done, because now I can just be myself. I don't have to put a guise on or anything like that. Okay, your team Ipswich just lost to Norwich. What are your thoughts? I knew someone was going to ask me about that. It is annoying that Ipswich lost. I have to tell you, it is very frustrating. Not a good thing when you're an Ipswich fan and you've just seen your rivals kick your ass. I have to admit, we didn't play very well. Norwich got more shooting chances than we did, and it was disappointing. But it's football. I'm not going to let it hurt me too much, because the fact is Norwich have a good team. They've just been relegated from the Premier League, and honestly, if they do well, I'm not fussed, unlike most fans out there. Are you letting your hair grow again? No, I just haven't had it cut for a while. Actually, I haven't had it cut since prior to WrestleMania. I got it cut the week before I flew out to New Orleans. Thoughts on Maria Menounos? I've mentioned this before in previous Q&As when her name has popped up. The fact that she at least sold well in the match that she did at WrestleMania, I got to give her props for. Plus, she's dedicated to the bit. She's dedicated to her love for the business and didn't deserve any of the booze she got. She's loved in this business, has connections to it, and overall she shouldn't be slandered for it just because she doesn't do... Okay, guys, is the bandwidth proving a problem? Just going to point that out because I'm saying it's freezing. I have to, damn it, I have to decrease the bandwidth here. God damn it, why is this doing so bad? Damn it. Anyway, if it comes back in again, I may have to move downstairs, because our internet is a little bit patchy around here. Anyway, okay, any more questions, just send them through, all's well and good. If this, I think doing a live Q&A back at Falmouth would have been a better idea than this. Mostly because, again, I'm in the upstairs part of the house, so I can't actually get any internet connection up here. There is some, and that's why I'm doing it here. But, you know, I may have to do it in a different room, and that'd be painful. Guys, send your questions through. If it does freeze, don't worry. It's just the internet's a bit meh on my end. Okay? Don't need to worry about it too much. I mean, this usually would happen any other way. Anyway, keep sending the questions in, please. Don't really care if it freezes, it freezes. There's no problem about it. Manuel Pellegrini or Louis van Gaal? Van Gaal, because he's actually a very good tactician, but based on what Manuel Pellegrini knows, when he buys very few players and can still make a squad win matches, gotta go with that guy for me. Just saying. Another question done. What else is there? Skip to the next question if you don't want to read cheap spam. Okay. If you have the time, I would appreciate you check out my special personalized vid. Alright, fine. It is a bit of spam. I haven't got any questions to skip to. Just keep them frickin' coming. Yeah, guys, if you want to spread this around, please do. I'm not going to say this again. All's good for me. Anyway, keep the Q. Do a pre-recorded Q&A. Listen, Final Limits, I know you don't like it when this is obviously freezing, but please do note, the internet is a cruel, foul beast. It will toy with you and annoy you. And that's just what I have to deal with this, you know? I mean, this is annoying for me because I haven't done a live Q&A in ages, and so therefore I don't even know if it's doing something bad to this. You know, I don't know what's happening, and it's annoying me because therefore it's not my fault. It's not my fault if the internet's being a dick. Alright. Disable automatic updates. Let's just see if I got any more questions. Keep them coming, guys. Just send them in. I don't care if it's wrestling, video games, anime, ponies, whatever. If it's related to anything personal, just send it. Give me questions. Anyway, that's one good. I might actually send one of my friends and say I'm doing a live Q&A right now. It's all good. Keep them coming. And yeah, if this does work, I'll do another one of these. Who bloody knows? Another comment. Let's see what we've got here. If it updates. Come on. Was DDP's tongue twisting? Was DDP's WWE run a fail? A little bit. You know, they didn't use him right. I mean, if you think about it, putting him up as the stalker to Sarah was annoying because I really would have wanted them to use DDP in a much better light. I mean, he could have been a very good charismatic mouthpiece for the Alliance. Unfortunately, they didn't even use him. Hell, they didn't even use him in the final Alliance battle, for God's sake. I would have loved them to have used DDP, hitting diamond cutters all over the place. That would be brilliant. Nonetheless, that would be fantastic. I mean, I wish that DDP's... I mean, sure, he won the European title. So, he didn't have a completely fail run. I mean, he was at WrestleMania and won. That's good. That's good. Yeah, oh well. What's your favourite pin tool? Can you rephrase that question, please, Jonathan? What do you mean by pin tool? If you mean like, something else, another word or anything like that, I can't really understand it. So if you can rephrase that word and get it back to me, all's well and good. Thoughts on Team 3D? Very good team. Definitely helped revolutionize the tag team division in the late 90s, early 2000s. I wish they were still a team, personally. And overall, it doesn't really bother me that they're currently in a separate way. It does bother me, though, because I really want them to be back in WWE for one last run before they get put in the Hall of Fame. You know, because they are the most successful team in wrestling history, so why not give them a chance? I mean, their matches, they had good brawling aspects to their matches, which was always good for me, but I mean, I wish they did have a bit more technical expertise to their arsenal, but that again, is just me. I mean, overall, all of you can say quite bluntly that they're one of the best teams ever, and there's no real problem with it. I'm just going to move this around here. I'm going to quickly get a drink, guys. I'll be back in a second. And, yeah. Should have gotten this on the table prior to coming in here, but I kind of need to put it down on the table here so I at least have it. Right. Any more questions coming my way? This Q&A has started very slow. Thoughts on the Miz's Johnny Cage gimmick? Okay, of course, because it's what's happening right now, not the face. To quote Mortal Kombat, fan-bloody-tastic. I'm liking this gimmick he's currently got, mostly because it fits with the egotistical douchebag that Miz has played over the years, apart from the fact it's now a lot more inflated, and it therefore is a lot more better. I think overall, if he sticks with this and does some really egotistical, overblown, holy crap, I'm amazing shit in upcoming weeks, like has one of those high levitating platforms that Bad News Barrett uses and has a light going on and going, I am the greatest, to kind of highlight how good his face is, and overall, it might be kind of interesting. Outside of that, who bloody knows? Let's see what this is. Now, we've got some more questions coming in. If I can press the damn button that shows me it. YouTube! Aha! I forgot I used the Portuguese word. What's your favourite painter? I thought it was. I don't really have a favourite painter. I haven't really got that much interest in art. You know, I mean, I've never been the arty type. Although Darren Waterson is a guy I do have some kind of interest in, because he did the album art for Silver Sun Pickups, his first couple of albums. And oh boy, they were fun to look at. Carnivus, Swoon, and the single art regarding that were all pieces from Waterson's gallery library, and oh boy. Then I found out this guy was an actual artist, I just lost my mind and went, okay, this guy's art's pretty cool. But, I mean, he's the only one I can think of that I at least have some form of interest in. Is he more of a painter or an artist? I can never really be sure at this point, but overall, yeah, this one good. Good boy, are you Brazilian like me? Well, would you answer that question? I don't know if you've seen it in the comment section, but there it is. The final limits. The first person in this Q&A so far to ask a question to someone else. Bloody brilliant. If that does happen, all's well and good. Right, I'm going to quickly just send this around. Someone has just posted on Facebook, but it's not related to this. Okay, I am in a position now where I need to really start thinking, because I'm running out of questions already. This is not good. Did you know this has been recorded on my 17th birthday? I did know that because you alerted me. Mike, you alerted me when I announced what date it was. Yay! All's well and good. The fact it's still your birthday for another couple of hours. Enjoy it. No, Portuguese from Portugal. Well, all well and good there. There's the answer you were looking for, final limits. There you go. Right, let's see. Keep those questions coming. Remember, they can be about anything. Although that is to a limit. You do notice there is a disclaimer down below which will give you every single bit of brief you can. If you guys want to ask me about upcoming videos, which I'm really looking forward to talk about, go in the do ahead with that. Also, I'm going to say it again, because I can. Spread the word. Get this frickin' thing out there. Anyway, let's see. I've got more questions to do. You should do a Q&A every month. Well, with the fact that I'm going to have my 3rd year of university coming up in September, October time, I will find it quite difficult to focus outside of my videos and my work, which will probably intermingle with each other, knowing how my course is going. So I'm looking to do that. Unfortunately, it's going to be impossible for me to guarantee. I will do a Q&A as much as I can, but it won't happen all the time. Okay, here we go. So we've got 2 questions on Brock Lesnar here. First from Final Limits. Will Lesnar drop the title at Night of Champions? Oh, that's a tough question. You know, I said in my SummerSlam predictions, and what would have been said in my SummerSlam review, I don't really know. Because it's hard to predict this. It's hard to predict whether this is going to happen. I mean, I don't know. I mean, is Lesnar going to stay on? I mean, at the moment, he's not appearing most weeks. So I don't even know. I don't even know at this point. Because we haven't seen what's happened. But, and then again, I think Lesnar might to put Cena on the 16 plateau, and then maybe Lesnar wins it back in a rematch, in a Hell in a Cell or something, to then go forward until Survivor Series or whenever the hell he needs to win it, to do it. And again, I mean, it builds up to WrestleMania. Do you want Lesnar to lose the title at WrestleMania 31, or do you want Cena to lose the title at WrestleMania 31? it's hard to choose, and I still don't know. I mean, you also have Vince McMahon and Triple H fighting over who should win the title from either one of these two. I mean, I would think it would be in WWE's interest, possibly, to have Cena win, but I'm thinking, for the benefit of the long term, I would rather see Lesnar keep hold of it. Your feelings towards Lesnar in the WWE title picture from Slin Bag of Slin. That's my friend James from uni. Well done. Good to know you've joined in. I think I've already mentioned there, I don't really know whether he's going to lose it or not. But my feelings of Lesnar and the picture as a whole, the one thing that annoys me is I'm wondering who the hell is, apart from Cena, because it was a rematch, if Lesnar does hold on to the title, who the hell is he going to face next? I mean, who is he going to face? Because I don't know. And it's annoying me because I'm trying to figure this stuff out. I mean, does he face Orton, Batista, a Money in the Bank cashing in Seth Rollins, who could get destroyed, Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, possibly? I don't really know. And it's, like I've said, it's frustrating. It's me. It's me. It's Rico H3, and good to know Rico is here. Thank you for joining in. Hope all's good. Who is your favorite non-wrestling personnel in the WWE? So, it's a tough one. It's either Stephanie McMahon or Paul Heyman, but Paul Heyman just wins, doesn't he? I mean, I haven't got the DVD yet. I'm waiting for my birthday for that one. But yeah, Paul Heyman wins. Enough said. I mean, Stephanie McMahon plays a heel so well, but you can't beat Paul Heyman on a good day. Ever heard of the Portuguese city called Setúbal, my hometown? Yeah, hometown, yeah, we could come from Setúbal, yay! Yay. I have actually heard of it, but only because I play FIFA, and that's a bit worrying if I only know the location from a football game. Ugh, that's a problem. Okay, what happened to Yao Papoka? I have no idea what's happened to Yao Papoka. Someone tell me. Is he randomly supposed to turn up in here and talk about Deluxe Man? Apparently he got pissed off with me for making fun of him and telling him not to do it. But then again, there was a reason. It clogged up my Q&As with questions I didn't want to answer. Boom! If he's here right now, I apologize for insulting you like that, but you're cannon fodder for the question. I gotta do what I gotta do. Alright, keep the questions coming, you guys. Remember, I'm gonna have to keep reminding everyone about this. Don't just keep it to wrestling. I can talk about other things. I'm a multi-content network. Well, network now. I could talk about all kinds of things. Anyway, I'm going to just randomly give my thoughts. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, I can give my thoughts on SummerSlam because you guys haven't heard it. Yay, I can do that. For me, SummerSlam was alright. You know, it was a middle-of-the-road SummerSlam, reasonably good storytelling from most of the matches, but the in-ring work in a lot of them was kind of lacking. The stories were fantastic, but I just didn't really feel it delivered in ring-wise. Lesnar versus Cena told a good story, but yeah, it really didn't prove to be much for me, and the fact that the Orton Reigns match lasted longer, yeesh. Honestly, though, I mean, SummerSlam game, I probably would give it at least a 5.5, 5.75 to 6 out of 10. You know, I mean, you guys didn't even get my reviews, so that's pretty much a very shortened version. I mean, honestly, I'm going to say it right here. Rollins and Ambrose pretty much tore the night up, and it was brilliant. So you can tell my rating is going to be reasonably high for that one, but sorry I didn't post a review. Alright. Thoughts on Wrestling Jesus' Roman Reigns impression? I've not seen it. I don't watch Wrestling Jesus. After what happened between him and me, I don't watch that shit. I mean, the only one I watched was when me and Rico watched his rant on the WWE Network, which made us facepalm more than I've ever facepalmed before, and my open forehead was completely red as hell. But then again, that's just what happens with these things. You can't really deny it. Anyway, let's see. Any more questions? I'm going to check here. Oh, good God, there's more. Where's Shitov? I don't really know where Shitov is. You've got to go look for him. Jose Mourinho is from Setúbal. Maybe that's where you heard him from. Possibly. I didn't even know that. Thank you for telling me this wonderful little fact of the day. I'm going to say this right now. I think Setúbal is in the Liga Portuguesa right now, and I'm not sure how they're doing in the league if they are in that division, but should be in there. Right. Let's refresh. Any more questions coming in? Oh, everybody has banned Yapa Poker from sending them Deluxe Man questions. Yeah, I thought so. Thought they would do it. Rico, I know you're there. Oh, someone's got a comment withheld. Oh, someone's removed Rico's comments. What the hell's going on here? Who knows who's removed that? Nonetheless, guys, keep them coming. I'm going to keep sending this out there. I'm going to do everything I can. Would you do a Nightmare on Elm Street review? Out of all the content I don't do on this channel, it's film reviews. Says a guy who did film studies for 2 years. I won't do film reviews unless it's part of the CC Anime line or the CC MLP line, because I know there are 2 in that line. Jeez. I mean, yeah, if it doesn't fall into my categories of programs, then I won't do a review of it. I mean, I'm not really a fan of horror films anyway, so I probably wouldn't go for it. But, I mean, there are probably other people who could do these things. I mean, I know NJ doesn't do film reviews anymore, but he's probably done one, actually. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't even know if I know about it. I'm just talking crap here at this minute in time, but also I'm good. Yeah, I wouldn't, unless it's part of my programming block, I don't do stuff related to it. FYI, Shitov is a player from the Belarus national team. You know, actually, I heard that from you. I don't know why I heard it, and I recognize the name Shitov from somewhere. Lord knows where. Yeah, simple. Right, anyone who can send me in questions, do so. I'm tired. At the 36-minute mark, I'm already exhausted. How the hell is this going to suck? Oh, man. That's not a good sign. I'm feeling tired this early on in the Q&A, but I have just got a belly full of food. So anyone can be safely saying that if you have anything just food related before any type of event of any kind, you're going to feel sleepy. One of the reasons why I think people went and fell asleep during WrestleMania. I did see one person who did. WrestleMania. God. I miss that event so much, guys. It's unbelievable. Anyway, keep sending those questions in. If I want to go on a nostalgia trip about WrestleMania, I'll just call Rico again. Anyway, keep the questions coming, guys. It's all that's keeping this going. I don't want to keep talking on my own with no reason here. Thoughts on the Brady Bunch? Even though I've heard of the program, I've never watched it. Hell, I'm from the UK. That program never got syndication. It probably has done on one channel or another. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I haven't seen the program. What do you think of celebrities in WWE taking up much time like Flow Rider? If the celebrities aren't being used properly, don't hire them in the first place. I know Vince McMahon is really high about getting people on board to be part of their company and get their reach extended far and wide, but it's not good. Seriously, okay. Some celebrities like a Floyd Mayweather or a Mike Tyson or a Mark Cuban who can fucking sell a spear through a table, they're good. They're good. They're fantastic. If those people are there, I'm happy. If Maria Menounos is there, selling like she should, I'm happy. Musical guests, unless it's a band like Living Colour, I actually don't give a shit most of the time. But yeah, I mean, celebrities for me, if they aren't doing anything useful, don't hire them in the first place. Seriously. Apart from that time Alter Bridge made an appearance, though. And Ozzy Osbourne, for that matter. Occasionally a musical guest will be happy for me, but only if it's on a show where it doesn't really matter and it just generates some buzz a little bit. It doesn't go overboard. That's why WrestleMania 29 had a bit of a shitfest in the middle, because you had Puff Daddy singing. Ew. Anyway, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy? No. Surprisingly, the amount of time I've had on my hands, I haven't seen it. And I really want to, because Batista, obviously, I want to see how well he's acted in it. And my brother has seen it, and he's told me that the film is actually quite good. And Batista had some of the funniest bits in it. I don't know if any of you can verify it for me without spoiling it, but pretty much that's where it lies. Wish I knew if I'd watched the film. I mean, I need to see it at some point. Maybe because it's a bank holiday tomorrow, I might go and see it. Who bloody knows at this point? From her Vitor Club of Setúbal is doing all right in the Portuguese league. It could be worse. Hey, Ipswich are doing meh in my league right now. It could be a lot worse for us. Okay, disable automatic updates because I'm a dick, and let's refresh the page, and nothing has come up. Guys, keep them coming. Got a headache already. This is not a good sign. Ugh. Anyway, I'm going to point this out. I was going to do something, and I've literally forgotten it now. Oh, yeah. I'm going to say something just in case you guys may not want to know. My WrestleMania souvenir cup is now full of change. I don't know if you can see that. It's full of change, and all the money from my international holiday trips is pretty much now inside this cup. I don't drink out of this, and it's fun to have. I don't know why I'm showing you guys this. It's just really fun. Maria Menounos is not a fucking draw. Does it matter? She's sold like a boss on pay-per-view. It doesn't matter. She's a friend of the industry and WWE, and it doesn't matter. She at least is somewhat useful. That is my opinion. Just point that out there. I mean, honestly, like I said, it's not a problem if you are a celebrity, but as long as you do something. As long as you do something, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Right, Final Limits saying, add on PSN. I haven't got my PlayStation here. I told you on Facebook. Final Limits. I haven't got my account here. I haven't got my PS3. These things are going to happen. I'm telling you now. All I've got here right now is the 360, the Wii, and the Dreamcast. That's all I have here right now. The rest is back in Falmouth, waiting for me when I get back. Simple. Right. What kind of videos do you like to see? If you're talking about videos in a YouTube sense, Jonathan, I like seeing top 10 countdowns. You know, I mean, sure, everyone on the internet loves top 10 countdowns. Who doesn't? I mean, I watch Mojo a lot. I also enjoy things from a lot of video game YouTubers like Josh Scorcher and Rabbid Luigi, the Green Scorpion, the Autarch of Flame when he can and will do one, Thorful's Minion. There's a few others in there. I watch some playthroughs, but only really by Third Mario Brother. There's a few others I'm forgetting. Bloody hell. And actually, I'm Quarter Guy as well on the video game side. I also watch some wrestling analysis, obviously kayfabe and stuff like that. But it is rare that I highlight out loud that I like watching certain stuff. And also, basically, stuff that centers around the content that I'm currently doing now. So, if anyone comes up with an MLP review, I will watch that shit. If it's done by a guy I know on YouTube, that is. If an anime review comes up, I might take interest depending on what it is. Video games, doesn't really matter. As long as it's someone who's entertaining, I don't really care. I mean, actually, Inside Gaming, with their GTA stuff, is quite fun. But yeah, I mean, I watch a lot of things. Oh, I know. Yeah, I don't want to forget about this. VAT19 and Cult Moo doing food and product stuff. Good stuff. I mean, if you want to see a lot of the stuff that I watch, if you want to see a lot of the stuff that I do watch, on the main channel I've got a little list of all the YouTube channels that I watch on a regular basis. If you check those out, you'll see some good content. All good. I'm just flagging everybody. Yay. Right. If Taylor Swift was a wrestling fan, would WWE have her wrestle? If so, it would be interesting, plus I can get my friend who loves Taylor Swift in on it. Plus, I could also say, hey, if it doesn't work, they're never ever getting back together. Hey! That, I cannot believe I just did a Taylor Swift joke on a Q&A. Anything can happen. Where are you right now, Fred? I'm currently back home in East Anglia for the summer. Yay, for East Anglia. Oh, God. What is the best anime you have ever seen from Rico H3? Oh, it's such a hard one to do. I mean, I have a lot of anime that I haven't watched, so I can't really choose. I mean, it's probably going to be a slice of life, because I love those things, just for comedy. It's probably, at the moment, if I'm just going to say it, it's probably going to be Lucky Star, because even though some people find that kind of slice of life boring, it's just the humor and the characters are so nicely done in that anime. But there are some others I do like. I mean, Cowboy Bebop is just fantastic. If you have not seen Cowboy Bebop, go watch it, because it's amazing. I'll have to do a review on it at some point. Set. Anyway, that's all well and good. Of the current anime season, I don't know if you guys watch any anime at all. The 2014 summer season is currently on. There is one anime that I've been watching, which actually had its 8th episode out today, Survival Game Club. I haven't laughed so much at anime in the last while. There are loads of others that are out now that I haven't actually seen yet. So I need to check that crap out, and plus there's DVDs all over this room that you cannot see. So I need to watch this shit. Frank Lampard's apparently going to move to New York City soon, and people are unhappy about it because he apparently made fun of 9/11. When the hell did Frank Lampard say that? Oh, I don't know when he said that, but if he has, sucks to be him. Speaking of Frank Lampard, if he's playing for Man City tomorrow, that'll be quite interesting. Why did WWE? Why have we never gotten a Shaq Big Show match? It would have been a good one. That could have been. I mean, it would have allowed me to see Shaq's athletic ability in wrestling better. Could have been done, right? But then Big Show would have squashed him anyway, because he's Big Show. Why did you not like Dashy Games? Oh man, that was a while ago you showed me that. I think I just found it to be like... I mean, I know I'm very loud, and you guys know that because you watch my content. If you don't, then go subscribe down below. For me, I'm saying this right now, I just didn't like how loud and just crazy it all was. You know, I may need to watch another one to try and prove myself right, but I just didn't like it. You know, I mean, I like video game playthrough people who can talk about the game and be reasonably funny at the same time. It's what I've modelled my Toy Commander playthrough on. You know, I don't like it when people just shout and talk when it comes to a playthrough. If you're actually competitively playing the game and you need to show some kind of emotion, I'm not going to worry about that. That's fine. But when you're just doing a playthrough, you need to dick around a bit, but don't do it all the time because it's not going to impress me. Fred, are you watching the MTV VMAs tonight? No, because by the time that's on, I'll be so exhausted from doing this Q&A that I'm going to fall asleep. Either that, or I'm going to watch the FBI Files on Quest. Or watch some anime. Or watch Equestria Girls, knowing I need to, because I need to review that shit down the line in the CCMLP reviews. Seriously, I need to get through Season 4 before Season 5 starts next year. Ugh, that's going to be bad. Right. Oh dear God, I've just received the best question, whatever it is. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow by Rico? I don't know that. I can't jump out of my seat, otherwise I'm afraid I'm going to go through the floor. But Rico, you've just won the internet with that one. I'm gonna applaud you. You've just won the internet. Well done, sir. You've just won the internet for this evening. If anyone can top what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow for a pop culture reference, I want to see you guys try. Send me in a pop culture reference as a question and see if I can find one better than that. Because anyone who quotes the Holy Grail around me is a friend for life. Right, let's see what you guys have. Imagine if Taylor Swift wrestled in a singles match and she outshined Paige and AJ combined. How would you react? I would be surprised as hell, but the one thing I will say, if she has wrestling training, why the hell doesn't she use it? I mean, hell, she's a musician now. If she did have wrestling ability, I would tell her, go freaking use it. If I am being a bit too loud for you guys, please do say so, because my throat is starting to get hoarse. Right, let's keep on with this stuff. I'll refresh the page. Any more questions? Aha! Here we go. Right. What's the biggest misconception that anyone had about me? Oh man, that's really a tough one. Fuck. I don't really know. Damn, why the hell am I... I honestly can't answer that question. I'm trying to analyse what other people have thought about me, and it's really strange. A lot of people just say, hey, all's good, or you can improve by doing this, or I mean, I don't really know. I mean, one thing someone doesn't realise who I am when I'm online, where they don't realise. No, I don't really know. I can't answer that question, I'm afraid. I would need to put more thought into that. See, if I was doing a recorded Q&A, that would be a great question for it. Don't you find it weird that most top YouTubers in their 20s make references to how much they like Biebers, the Swifts, and One Directions? They're just trying to jump on a bandwagon to try and get fans. I should know this, because I've seen people do it. They will reference anything to try and draw people in. One of the reasons why I'm branching out to do new content and tap into new fan bases is why I want to get new people in. And overall, it's kind of worked, because my subscriber count has kind of gone up a little bit since the video game started. A little bit, but not much. It's annoying. You know, why would you reference these people? unless you like them, why would you reference them? Then again, Taylor Swift's already been referenced a few times here, but then again, I got asked the question. What if Eva Marie got busted up in a match and bled like Mick Foley? Simple. Her face would match the hair, and we'd all have a laugh. Ha 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 ha. Oh my god, my voice is really starting to go. I think you guys have noticed that already. Right. Okay, next question from the M Ranters. Your thoughts on the United States-Russia ordeal between Swagger and Rusev? Enjoying it. I just want to see Swagger win. I like the gimmick and the feud they're doing with this. I just want to see Swagger come out on top. Too bad that it's not happened. Good thing Mark Henry's now involved, though. That's going to be fun. Would you go out on a dinner date with Taylor Swift, and where would you take her? I don't fucking know. I'm a person with no dating experience, and you can probably tell by just looking at me. Why would I be one to tell? I don't know. If she did ask, I would accept, yes, but mostly because I like good food. I would like to have some good food if she knows some good places with it, yes. But apart from that, I don't know. Sing some Nirvana songs. No. Sorry about that, Final Limits. I am not singing songs on this here Q&A. I'm here to answer questions, not sing. Why is Bieber always getting into trouble? Well, think about it. He's a 20-something with millions and millions of dollars, and he has a ginormous fan base. Fame will go to your head faster than a spider up a bloody drain pipe. It will go. And it will corrupt your mind a little bit. And that's why I felt when I first was on YouTube and just think, oh my god, people are watching me. But I'm now kind of keeping control. Yeah, people are actually watching. Good. But Justin Bieber just hasn't really been able to control what fame can do to a person. You know? I've said. I just think he needs to really sort stuff out, you know. If he's going to have any if he's got problems, he's got problems. Sort it. Don't endanger loads of people with all the... Like the stuff with Free Bieber, for example. My housemate got a shirt from the video that SourceFed did for humanpeoples.com, which said Free Bieber on it. In brackets underneath, actually, just kidding, he's a douchebag. And that's one of the funniest shirts I've ever seen. So just seeing people say, oh, free him, help him. Yeah, help him. Just don't be a devoted blind loyalist whenever you are near someone you like on Twitter. Anyway, have you heard that Vince has given up on Bray Wyatt because he wasn't impressed by the Jericho feud? No, I haven't, surprisingly. Honestly, the stuff with Jericho was just to give Bray some footing, and he's gotten the footing, so I'm just looking forward to see what they do with him. Your feelings on John Lydon and the Sex Pistols during Jesus Christ Superstar. God, that's... If you want to see someone who legitimately would fit that role of... I'm not sure which role he's playing, but fuck, that would be perfect, even though he can't sing for shit, in my opinion. If you had the ultimate choice on whose side you would take in the Cold War, US or Soviet Union, what would it be? Does it matter? Because it ended in a bloody stalemate to begin with. It ended with that. So, okay, sure, it ended with the fall of communism in Europe, but does it matter? You know, I don't really... the Cold War just ended in a draw anyway, because no one declared outright victory. They had collaboration and consensus win. That's the important thing, folks. If you don't have consensus, there's no point. Thoughts on Ariana Grande? Don't know who that is, unfortunately, Final Limits. I think that's it for now. I think I've had all the questions up to this point. Obviously, it's a bit delayed on your end because you guys have no idea. I'm going to quickly just update with this video. I'm going to send a link out to Twitter once again. Well, link below to join in. Okay, sweet. Another Q&A video, another Q&A bit done. Let's see what we got. More questions, I hope. Let's see. Let's go. Come on. Of course, Bray lost momentum after he was fed to that low-life Cena. Oh, here comes the Cena-hating side of Final Limits. Interesting. Well, say this. Okay, I understand that feuding with Cena and not coming out on the victorious side will make a lot of people, especially a lot of casual fans, think he's not worth something. I understand that. you're feuding with the cash cow of the company. But just gonna say this right here. Feuding with Cena doesn't necessarily mean the end. I mean, sure, we had the feud with Jericho, and listen, if WWE do what they need to do with Bray, he'll work out fine in the end. Hell, I can't wait to see him appear in the Royal Rumble this year, because he wasn't in last year. I'm looking forward to the future and saying he could, if he gets enough people on board with his bloody movement, gets a Survivor Series team together, he could easily go against someone and try and win and get more momentum going up. Do well in a TLC type match at TLC if he's in that picture. Just don't really need to keep building him. Because if they do give up on him, it's going to be really bad. Fuck, I'm really losing steam here, guys. This is not a good sign for me at the near 1 hour point. I still have 2 more to go. I feel sorry for Bieber because, to my mind, the kid's problem is that he seems to hang out with leeches instead of people that would bring him down to earth, especially with him being in the music business since he was a teen. Yeah, I think the thing with Bieber is, like, yeah, you're surrounded by people who don't really seem to give a fuck. I don't know if it's his team or what, but I really would have a problem with it if I was surrounded by people who just didn't care. That's why I think if I ever made it somewhere, I would still keep my connected social network of friends quite small. Thoughts on Stacy Keibler being pregnant? Did not even know that. Thank you for telling me. Do you miss Trish Stratus and the real divas? Oh, good God. There's the argument of real divas in wrestling. The divas today are still divas. They just aren't wrestling as well. I've said. I do miss people like Trish Stratus because she at least had enough charisma and enough reason for storyline to keep things going. Apart from that, I don't really miss her that much. Sad to say. Right. Shuffling. The play was cancelled, unfortunately. King Herod. That I'm going to say it right now. That's a good thing. Good thing. Go get a glass of water. Got one. It's more the fact that I haven't got much air in these lungs. I mentioned it earlier that I was doing a lot of. I spent over 2 hours recording the live action parts for the CCMLP countdown, which I'm still wearing the shirt of, mind you, in case anyone was wondering. And I ran out of steam. I then went down and ate, and now I'm literally just trying to keep steam going for the next 2 hours. So yeah, I might have to refill this at some point. Yeah, I'm trying to take little sips so it doesn't bother me. Anyway, let's see what we've got next. Nothing. Oh, no, that's just saving updates. Fact is, guys, keep sending the questions in. Doesn't matter what they are, just keep sending them. And like I said, no one's really put another pop culture reference. Rico is winning. So give me a pop culture type of question that will actually work. All's good. Oh, bloody hell, this is really painful. Right, let's refresh. What happened to real Harold? He's out there somewhere. No idea where, though. He did add me on Twitter, surprisingly. I don't know where he is. I know a lot of people just. I think a lot of people just don't really pay attention to YouTube anymore. If they don't, if they do. Okay, I'm going to quickly spread this out onto Facebook. Just going to randomly type to someone. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. Anyway, guys, hope you're enjoying this so far. If you haven't seen my content before and you are enjoying what you're watching, click the subscribe button down there and you get to see all of my content, which includes wrestling analysis, video game playthroughs, which is what the content is now, but of course we've got the anime and MLP stuff coming in the future. So all you got to do, if you like what you see and are looking forward to it, click the subscribe button down there. I will appreciate it immensely. Right, I'm going to quickly just check the Facebooks, and nothing has popped up on there. Going to check the Twitters to see if anything's popped up on there. Nothing has popped up on Twitter. Let's go back to the questions. Do you feel Malcolm McLaren deserved the fame in England, or did he manipulate them down well enough to make everyone believe the Pistols were his project? I never understood. I mean, obviously, the idea behind a manager making a band famous is obviously back to Brian Epstein with the Beatles, and you kind of need that driver to kind of make it all work. I have to admit, like, obviously, he did a lot of stuff with Victoria Westwood, with Vivian Westwood, with the clothes and stuff. Unfortunately, this all goes. I think he kind of was a bit over his head to believe that his entire persona and life was around that band, because if he only joined in late on in the development, he wasn't really going to call himself credit for it. Did you know that Maria Menounos has the most annoying laugh in the world? I've never heard her laugh, so I have no freaking idea. Can I dare you, I mean double dare you, to justify Chris Benoit's double murder-suicide? Oh boy. Oh god, this is going to be tough. I mean, you guys already know my opinions on this subject. The only way we can justify anything happening in this situation... Okay, I've said it before. Benoit's head was that of an 85-year-old Alzheimer's patient, meaning anything that he did was not in sound mind. We can all put that in the box of, holy crap, it's pretty much confirmed without a criminal concession going on. I think, overall, with this, I have to say that you can't justify a crime like that. Even with the mental illness and brain damage involved, you can't. It's murder of a child and a woman. Technically, in the public's eyes, that's the two worst, along with child sex abuse and rape. It is the worst crime you can commit in the world of moral sense. So I can't justify. I can't. Oh man. Anyway, that's all for that. I gotta keep pressing F5 on my keyboard to refresh the page. As long as you do it and it comes back fine, all's well and good. If it does freeze, just wait. It'll do its job. Who was the worst guest host ever of Raw? Jeremy Piven was annoying. I mean, Summerfest. Bob Barker I didn't like very much. Everyone else seemed to for some reason. There's a few others in there. Meatloaf. Didn't even fucking sing. There's a few others in there. Basically, the entire guest host thing of Raw was annoying. Benoit is a piece of shit. I will never, ever, ever respect a murderer. Well, I always say this about people in the criminal justice system, whether they've murdered people or whatnot. They're still human at the end of the day. No matter what they've done, they're still human. And they still exist in some form if they're not dead, so the justice system will do what they do. If not, like I've said before, the world will judge them, etc., etc. How hypocritical is it that WWE refused to make any reference to Benoit or show his pick, yet they allow CM Punk to wear a Charles Manson shirt? Oh, that's a touchy subject. I think because the Benoit stuff comes directly from themselves, they can't really do anything with it. You know, having Punk wear a Charles Manson shirt is gonna get problems coming, but I can see why they would not stop it. It generates controversy. Controversy generates viewers. Yada yada yada. In the case of the Benoit thing, it's all for them about the fact that WWE just don't want any negative publicity on their side that they're mentioning Benoit, and it's annoying. I mean, you've got the network, uncensored, so where's a problem there? It's not a problem for me. Right. Murderers shall die. Well, technically, if there's no death penalty and if there's technically no death penalty, they will die anyway, but I can't do anything. The justice system will do its thing. Okay, more questions, please, people. I'm running low. I keep getting through these. You obviously haven't heard of them, but I have. Right, let's see. I might actually go and ask a few people to come in here. Don't know if they're on at all. Well, they were on. Fact is, guys, if you know anyone who would enjoy just sending questions to a random person on YouTube, go and tell people. Anyway, if you do so, that'll be great for me because I get more people. Right. Oh, good God. Rico, you're winning. I'm sorry, you are winning. I will ask you a question on the Q&A for just $9.99. Oh man, Rico, you are winning the internet tonight, pal. Thoughts on Fidel Castro? Cuba's massive dictator for so many years. Hasn't advanced the country even in recluse for so many years now outside of political office. Sure, if you lead a revolution, do that. But if you're going to lead a revolution, ensure that something good happens and you don't turn it into a massive dictatorship where your country is completely off from the rest of the world. That would be great. What if WWE added Benoit as DLC for 2K15? I would buy that shit in a heartbeat. Why? Because it would then justify me being able to use Eddie Guerrero in the game. Seriously, that's the only reason I never use it. Where is Ray Lott? Last time Ray told me where he was in a, he was watching, I think he was watching a movie or something. I don't know if he's here now. If he is, say something. Best thing I can do. Alright, let's refresh. If nothing, the only thing I would give McLaren credit for would be for selecting Rotten for the band and didn't bother in controlling the Sex Pistols. Yeah, I'd probably give him credit for that. How annoying is the WWE Network plugging stuff for $9.99? You know what? I don't find it annoying. I just find it hilarious because me and Rico have just made it a huge joke. Almost half the stuff we do when we talk to each other is just like this, but for $9.99. It just makes it fun. You know, I don't know if the $9.99 thing is going to replace the my client Brock Lesnar defeated the Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania for Meme of the Year. Could be close, but you know, for me, I personally enjoy it. So that is just me. I mean, you guys may not enjoy it, but it's just you. Fucking hell. I need to stretch, and this is not a good time. Right. I believed he tried to do it with Bow Wow Wow. I have no idea who they are. I recognise the name, but if he tries, he tries, and if he didn't, sucks to be him. Right, guys, keep the questions coming. Let's see. Any more coming through? Oh, actually, one other thing I am going to point out, guys, on YouTube videos I watch, which was asked earlier, I do like watching honest trailers. I don't know if you guys have seen those. It's stuff that Screen Junkies and Smosh Games do with John Bailey, who's now called the Honest Trailer Voice guy. He and those guys who make those videos, oh, funny as hell. But just go check out the Pokemon Red and Blue one. That will have you in stitches. Screw it. Loads of the honest trailers will have you in stitches. Go watch that stuff. Right. Let's keep refreshing. God almighty. Thoughts on gun control. Okay, if Ray is here, he may speak up now because of that. He is dedicated as hell to gun control. Right. Let's see. Gun control for me. Okay, I have no problem with someone owning a firearm if they have a license for it. Okay? I think I said this to Ray on a Facebook discussion when we were talking about how Obama's going to take away the assault rifles and we deserve to have our assault rifles. I go, you don't need an assault rifle for anything other than hunting. You do not need an assault rifle for anything other than hunting. You can defend yourself with a small pistol, for God's sake. You don't even need... You just need a pistol to hurt someone, to shoot them in the knee. You don't need anything else. If they're invading your house, you shoot them in the knee, keep them down, and wait for the police to come in self-defense. And the fact is, gun control is all about stopping certain individuals getting guns. And if it is removing assault rifles for non-hunting purposes, then that's good for me. You know, I mean, the thing is, you shouldn't have an assault rifle if you don't hunt. That's my opinion. But if you have any other gun for self-defense, only have a small one. You're not going out and out to kill someone. Seriously, you're not going out and out to kill someone. If you do go out and out to kill someone, you're going to go to freaking jail, even in a self-defense situation. Ray Lott was freaking awesome. The last time he did the Q&A with you, kids got spark. Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing. I would have liked it if he stayed still for the entire Q&A. Ray, if you're watching, that's the truth. I would have liked you to have at least sat still. Being only 15 years old, you've still got a lot to do with the YouTubes. What if Daniel Bryan was squashed by Triple H at Mania? It was never going to happen. But you know what? If Triple H did win, I bet Daniel Bryan would have stopped the match and just forced his way. Because if Triple H did win against Daniel Bryan, I had this idea in my head that he would go, that Daniel Bryan would go to Vince McMahon because it was some stupid heelish way to win for Triple H. It was a complete screw out. He would go to Hulk Hogan or Vince McMahon and they would tell him to get in the match and they would then win the thing. He was going to win the triple threat match at the end of the day. No doubt. Can you do a Let's Play of Soul Calibur? Oh yeah, Soul Calibur. Not to spoil anything, I've done a video of some kind relating to Soul Calibur, filmed. I just haven't edited it, and I want to use it. However, I have to wait for the right time. I'm probably not going to do anything with it until after the CCMLP countdown is finished. I will do something with it. Not to mention, I want the Toy Commander playthrough to reach a certain point before I start thinking about other content relating to my playthroughs or anything like that. I'm not going to do a playthrough of Soul Calibur, because do you realize how long that game is? Knowing this, you played it. That game is long. It is so long. And not to mention that, it's an arcade fighter. I don't really need to do a playthrough of it. I just need to do some gameplay of it, and all is good. I've got a plan, hope to use it, and I'll inevitably come around to it eventually. Give me time, and I will do it. Speaking of the CCMOP countdown, who the hell's interested in that? I don't know why I'm bringing it up, but I did have to record it earlier, and I'm wearing the damn t-shirt from it. Fact is, if you guys are looking forward to that, please do say so, because I really want that video to go places. Right, let's see if there's any more questions. There's probably going to be a ton of them here. Here we are. Hugh Grant makes me want to punch him in the mouth for some weird reason. Gonna say there's a reason why, because a lot of rom-com actors act like that, and no one acts that awkward while remaining as confident and good-looking as hell anyway. That's the one thing that annoys me about rom-coms, actually, going into a bit of a rant here. Why can't they just have a normal person, like me, who has obviously got follicle issues up here, who has a wild and eccentric, really ridiculous personality, and has a really bad body image to some people? Why can't they be the main leads in rom-coms? To make it give people belief that if they can't get love, that they'll actually be able to do it. Included. Fact is, it's annoying. People like Hugh Grant and Ryan Reynolds and people like that are the heads of these rom-com things. Now Daniel Radcliffe, for fuck's sake. I mean, if you're going to put a rom-com in place, put someone in there who's believable, who actually would like to see get there. You know? We get what we want, and after we got Chris Benoit in the game, we want Eddie Guerrero. Sucks. Oh, God, Rico, you're saying stuff that hasn't got any punctuation and don't make no sense. I'd be marking the fuck out if he would get Tombstone Piledrive by Kane in the UK tour. I'm not sure who you're referring to there, but whoever it is, I saw it, I'm good. Ever played the free-to-play game Soul Calibur The Lost Swords? I heard how bad it was, and I strayed away from it completely, because free-to-play is bullshit, especially with long loading times. I'm not touching that with a barge pole. Especially after I think it was Pro Jared who reviewed it. Again, another YouTuber you should check out if you haven't. Really enjoyed that. It was a good review. He does really good 1-minute reviews. Yeah. I'm really just hyping up big YouTubers here, aren't I? That's what I do. And we've gone over the hour mark. We're an hour and 15 minutes in. How's it all been for you guys so far? You enjoying this? I sure as hell know I am. So yeah, keep them coming. Okay, I'm going to send a message out on Twitter very soon. When did I send that last one out? Have a look. I'm going to take a break from answering questions for a little while. That was 19 minutes ago. Okay, when it reaches the half-hour mark, I'll upload the next one. Why is Emma Watson losing her British accent? She lives in Hollywood, I believe, so you're gonna. Do you like Renee Young? Oh, yes, I do. Mostly because, one, she's really into WWE as a product, which is great. Second, her presentation style is fantastic. It's reserved. Oh, sorry, not that. It's reserved, but it's really just nice. Like, I don't like how a lot of the reviewers who in the backstage area come across as really nervous, but Renee Young comes across as very natural, very well spoken, and it's just really nice. You know, after seeing years of people like Josh Matthews or Terry Runnels or Mark Lloyd or whoever else we've seen over the years, Todd Grisham, I mean, Renee Young is just a breath of fresh air. Also, to see a woman who's competent do it. Is Renee Young a wrestler? I don't think so. She's a I know she isn't. She's a analyst and journalist, I believe. Renee looks like a hot version of Natalia. Natalia looks hot. I don't think anyone wants to put that out there. She does. I'm not just saying that because I like the Hart family, but there you go. She is. A lot of the divas are, but I just don't show any interest. Right. Oh, but boy, this is not good. Right, okay, keep the questions coming here, guys. I'm going to keep refreshing. Yay, jazz hands. Right, I'm going to check the Facebooks, because I can. All be good for me if I do check the Facebook and all come through. Oh, good God. And also, guys, just to point this out for you, all of you are wrestling fans, obviously. Vince McMahon turns 69 today. Happy birthday, Vince. All's well and good. Now, let's see. What am I going to look at? I'm just looking at something random here on Facebook. Yay. Okay, let's go back to the questions because I need to start answering these. Nothing's coming. Come on, guys. Keep the damn questions coming. I don't want to lose focus here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to have to quickly check BBC News. Something's happened. I'm not too sure what. Ah. Well, this sucks. Any of you who watch films, Richard Attenborough has just died. The director who won the Oscar for Gandhi. Was it Gandhi he did? I think it was Gandhi. I have to click on it. Yeah, he did. He did win the Best Picture for Gandhi and Great Escape. And oh man, that's an awful loss. The world of film has just lost another legend this year, and that's awful. Right. Renee Young is Canadian. That makes it even better, being polite and stereotypical and all that. Yay. Forgot Vladimir Putin, have Lana and Rusev praise and wear t-shirt of Hugh Grant. I'd love to see Rusev getting his ass kicked. He's going to get his ass kicked by somebody. I just can't wait for that to happen. Okay. Oh, man. I'm stumped right now, guys. I'm running low on steam. Ah. Speaking of which, any of you got Steam? Add me at CreamCrazy. Yeah, the old username is still in. Hope you frickin' do. Oh, man, it's gonna be long nights, pal. Anyway, send me your stuff through, guys. Fred, do you lift? Do you think I lift with arms like this? No. I need to, but for God's sake, I do not lift. Seriously, I have gained weight, and it ain't good for me. What if Ken Shamrock came back to face Brock Lesnar? I would be very happy to see it. He wouldn't do well, but I'd love to see it. Also, if Ken Shamrock was going to go in the Hall of Fame, again, I'd agree with it. Thoughts on Robin Williams' passing due to suicide? Oh yeah, this hit me quite hard actually, because about a week or two ago, the week when it happened, of course, it happened just before Raw came on. I didn't want to watch Raw because it really bummed me out. Because as a person who's gone through depression, honestly, still is coping with it. It is difficult to really. I mean, most deaths do kind of hit me somewhere, unless it's someone I don't really know and I don't really care. But in the case of Robin Williams, I never really liked his films, but still, the circumstances around it is just really awful. I mean, depression is an awful disease, and people should really start taking mental health more seriously. Because I mean, I've had depression issues, and it's awful. I mean, people who've never had depression can't really describe what it's like, and honestly, you look at a person like Robin Williams, who is apparently bipolar, you can see that. His work, incredibly happy, well-lit, dedicated to it. But of course, just like Stephen Fry, I mean, you have these awful lows that you can't control, and they just come out of anywhere. And, you know, as a person who's dealt with these kind of things, I mean, suicide is not the way, but, oh my God. We don't know how he was feeling at the time. I don't know what Robin Williams was feeling after his show got cancelled, and he's apparently dealing with his alcoholism. He was dealing with his alcoholism at the time. The Robin Williams thing is just awful, and I'm hoping it just raises the awareness of mental illness, of depression, of all these things which need more attention. Overall, it's just awful. I mean, I couldn't watch Raw that night. I just felt drained after hearing about it, and I still do, because it's just another one of those people who just couldn't hold on, and it's just sad, you know. Fun fact, Lana's father is from Portugal. Nice one. Do you like Victoria? Yes. Victoria as a wrestler, one of the best women wrestlers I've seen. And the Widow's Peak, one of my favourite finishers. That, whenever I saw a match, I went, okay, the minute she hits that, no one's kicking out of it. In fact, did someone kick out of the Widow's Peak? Say so in the comment section. Okay, how much weight have you gained? About 2.5 stone. I don't know if you know what that is in American terms or wherever else, but I did it. Well, last time I weighed before I came back home for the holidays, last time I checked, I weighed 10.5 stone. I am now 13.5 stone. Technically, that's over 3.5 if you really think about it. This belly and the flab and the arms and the fact that I've been on a chair armrest for a while is really weird. Fact is, I need to lose weight. I just don't like exercise because I don't have a very strong pain threshold, which therefore links to problems. I do want to start cycling again because that was the one piece of exercise I actually enjoyed. Hopefully I can get around to it at some point. And I'm sharing my personal information out on the internet. Who really gives a fuck? I'm really, really open about myself. No one else on YouTube really is. Doesn't really bother me. Can you do a Russian accent? Hell no. But the last time I did accents, it kind of came out okay. Not today. I'm not. I want to preserve my voice as best I can. So, sit up properly. Right. Sorry, I need to stretch. I have been sitting in this chair for over 2 hours. I need to stretch. Nonetheless, more questions. Dun, 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 dun. No questions. Damn it. At this point in time where you guys are seeing there are no questions being answered, just keep them coming. And to all 7 of you, I thank you for keeping in. If it's lower than 7 at this point, these things happen. Keep those questions coming. Ask me about my content. Ask me about anything. You guys already asked me about my weight and whether I lift. It can go any further than that. Keep all of it coming, damn it. And in fact, send more people along. That's all I really want to know. I just want people to watch this damn thing. Right. Where are we? There we are. If you could be an actor, what character or movie would you participate in? Okay, that's difficult. You know, I was at one point, I did reasonably well in drama, but that's because I am a drama myself. Anyway, fact is, for me, I would want to be in a position where I'm not the evil guy, but just someone who is on the side. You know, I want to play a person with a good intellect and has the ability to project their voice and such. Basically, a person who's an orator in an old-style film, from a period film or something. I would like to also be a person who, if I was an actor, because the way I look, I would love to kind of pull off one of those tricks where I can play someone older than I am because of my physical appearance, which would be brilliant. I don't really know what movies I'd participate in, though. It's a weird question, really. What do you think of WWE saying they're running out of people to put in the Hall of Fame? Where the hell did you hear that, Rico? That's one I've not heard of. You can't run out of people because pro wrestling is freaking huge. Look at the people, the guys in the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Hall of Fame, the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame in New York. Look at the Hall of Fames. There is tons of people. You can put all kinds of people. Just, if that is the case, WWE are negligent. You can put all kinds of people in. Turn it into a Wrestling Hall of Fame with WWE's name on it. What is 13 stone in American pounds? I don't know. Can someone do that converting for me? That'll be beneficial for all of us. Because then you'll know something. I think it's upwards of around 180-something pounds, I guess. I don't really know if it is. In fact, if someone could confirm that, all's good. Right, we're going towards the halfway mark at 11:30 at night here in the UK. Whatever time it is where you guys are. I hope you are enjoying this because I need it. Thoughts on Iggy Azalea? I don't give a fuck. Seriously, I listened. I only knew about Fancy because Weird Al parodied it. That's the only reason I know about this. And Weird Al just whooped its ass. I mean, Handy is funny. Fancy is just, you can't, it's just unintelligible. You can't listen to the lyrics and understand them. Weird Al wins anyway. And that is my stomach trying to go. Right. What's the most annoying British stereotype? There are so many. I've encountered a load in my time, having note that I did write on it as part of my media studies coursework one year, but there are two that spring out to mind. One, that we have really high upper class accents. That was more German. Yes, it's really high upper class accent, yes. And we all drink tea. I've said this countless times, I don't drink tea. I don't have a reasonably high up accent. But the one thing I know is those two stereotypes are the most fucking annoying. Seriously, our country is way more than that. If you don't think that our country is more than what you see on Family Guy, South Park, and other shows like that, you're an idiot. There we go. Okay. British stereotypes. You can tell how annoyed I get. £182. Thank you. Thank you, the enjoyable one, for answering that. Welcome to the Q&A as well. I hope you're doing well. And if you want to send in more questions, go ahead and do so. £182. I know 13 and a half. You add a bit more, so it's probably around 185 to 190, probably. Shit, I'm technically heavier than Rey Mysterio. Doesn't really bother me. She's hot, Iggy Azalea. She does look kind of attractive, but her music is an immediate turn-off. Seriously, if that's what you call music, then I'm worried. I'm worried, pal. Okay. Let's keep the damn stuff coming, guys. Keep it coming. Ugh, I can tell also, I guess you guys are on delay still, but not me. Oh, man. I'm running out of water. Running out of water. Okay, let's go on to Twitter and type something in here. If you haven't joined in with my Q&A, please do so. I would appreciate it. Hashtag CC Network. Because I can. Yeah. Right, that's all well and done. And at the moment, Barcelona are winning 3-0 at Elche. Understandable. Oh, they've won it. Okay, well done, they've won it. Right. Fun Q&A, you could do this all day. Oh, hell, I would love to, because it's a bank holiday tomorrow. However, there is an 8-hour limit on Google Hangouts, but I won't go that long, because I'm going to run out of energy and flomp on my bed, but then again, I need to get rid of all the stuff that's on it first. Like, for example, the microphone that I record stuff with. Yeah, this is the voiceover mic. Got a bloody pop shield now and everything. Fact is, I need to clear all this stuff off. I mean, there's a poster here I need to get rid of, which I will do. There's my WrestleMania cap on here. I could do this all night. Unfortunately, I will not. Fred, would you accept my offer to be your personal trainer? I can take you to the gym and I work out in. You live far away from me, I therefore cannot accept the offer. I need to just get out and cycle, you know? Get my legs in shape, then I will be able to run and just get all this fat off. Right. Let's see. Good to know that you're having fun, though, Jonathan Goodboy. I'm actually really happy that you're enjoying this. It's fun for me if you guys are enjoying this. Fred, oh no, you've already answered. Who disappointed you the most in the World Cup? I would actually have to say Spain. You know, I would definitely say England, but then again, I don't want to say it because I don't care about England that much. More the fact that I knew we weren't going to do well. In the case of Spain, I expected them to do so much better. At least they had all those great star players, and they didn't do anything with it. You know, if you guys follow football, the fact is that yeah, Spain did awful, and I haven't even checked this. Does Vicente Del Bosque still have his job? I'll be amazed if he doesn't. But yeah, I mean, if he still has his job, my God, he's got a good team. Anyway. I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, I was disappointed with Spain most of all, because they should have done so much better. They didn't put Jaco Lopez in goal. Their problem. Do you think that the 90s TV shows are way better than what we have today? In a lot of cases, they're more creative than the ones we have today. In saying that, though, a lot of shows I see are very well written, they're very well presented. But I just don't like watching a lot of TV shows. I've already mentioned this in a lot of other Q&As I've done. I don't watch a lot of TV. Apart from some anime or some panel shows like Mock the Week or some Top Gear or the news or some FBI type crap or Family Guy, it's very rare that I watch anything new. I mean, I've been meaning to watch House of Cards for ages. I haven't done it. I haven't done it. I'm a huge Kevin Spacey mark, so I would have done it. There are tons of others. I need to start watching modern shows. I need to watch Avatar to get through to Legend of Korra so I can see what people are going on about. There are loads of other ones I haven't seen. I haven't seen Adventure Time out of choice. I haven't seen 7 Feet Under out of choice in recent times. I don't want to see Game of Thrones because there's too much boobs and violence that I really don't give a fuck. I'm going to piss off some people. I don't want to watch... I don't want to watch Breaking Bad because I'm not a real huge fan of really tense, dramatic programming. One of the reasons why, if you guys knew this about me, I often change the channel when I can sense something negative is going to happen in the show. In shows like Breaking Bad, I immediately notice and go, oh, fuck no, and just turn over, because it's just a reflex. Really is annoying when I'm trying to watch the MLP episodes for my reviews. Oh, that's even worse. Right, where are we? Let's see. I haven't answered a few of these now. I think that, anyway, 2000s TV shows are good. 2010s, 2000s TV shows are great. I think that we have a lot of nostalgia that doesn't help either. Do you feel Paul McCartney comes out as arrogant when he claims any band trying to surpass or be the next Beatles would get the kiss of death? Any band who says they're the next Beatles, they deserve to get the fucking kiss of death. Because there's never going to be another Beatles. You can pretty much confirm it with your eyes shut. But I can understand where people are coming from by saying, oh my god, they're going to be they're the next type, they do the type of music they do, they're going to have the kind of success that they do, and they're influential possibly like they do, but no one's ever going to be the next Beatles. No one's ever going to be the next anything. I know I always say, I sometimes do say you can be the next this, but if you do that, you're technically saying what you're doing normally isn't good enough, so we have to compare you to someone else. If you're compared to someone else, you're not doing your job right. Just saying. Fred, show all of your games. One day. Not now. One day. In fact, you saw one game that speaking of which I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about selling my Super Nintendo and N64 because the Virtual Console does the job. In saying that, though, my boxed copy of Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, I'm keeping that shit. Right, I will go to your house and help you train. You may have to put up with me because I'm a whining bastard when it comes to pain. So, if you end up managing to come over here, then the problem is I may be down at university at that point, and you already know all that shit. Keep calm and stay with the Q&A. Yeah, I'm not leaving in here until about 1 in the morning or something like that. I'm not leaving until 1 in the morning, so... Wait, okay, so I started at 10, 11, 12... Yeah, I'm not leaving until around 1 in the morning, guys, so this is going to go on for another hour or so. Another hour and a half or so. How come you didn't come to my house at my birthday on July the 7th to hang out with me and eat good food? Dude, we live in different places, don't we? Right. Aha, Breaking Bad, there is a Family Guy joke reference somewhere. There is. Somewhere. Ever watched the show Under the Dome? For you, Fred. And this question is for everyone in this chat as well. I don't even know what that is. I don't know the name Under the Dome. The only thing with a dome I know is the Crystal Dome, which is amazing. I mean, like I said, I just don't watch a lot of modern television. I like television. I love watching it. I just don't like watching it for the reasons other people watch it. I mean... Most of what I do, I just download from the internet. Downloading from the internet. That's where I got most of the content for. Hey Fred, why is Rico ignoring me on Facebook? I don't know. You're gonna have to ask him. He's in the Q&A audience. You can just ask him. You can just ask him, man. That's all you need to do. And I am on my last bit of water here, guys. You can see how low this is. This is gonna get ugly. I've got one last lot left for the last hour. All will be good. And if you can see the shirt there, if you know your stuff, you know what character that is. Nonetheless, keep the questions coming, everybody. At the moment, stopped. Hope the quality of this is going well for you guys. If not, please do say so, and I will try and do something about it. Speaking of random, I don't know why I just randomly want to mention this. Say-sos. Technically, say-sos is a brain of a cow, by the way, in case any of you didn't know. Mexican cuisine. Quite nice, actually. Right. Keep the questions coming, guys. Keep them coming. And like I said, if you want to send this to someone else so they can get involved, do so. Alright then, let's see. I'm now going to post a link. I posted another link, didn't I? About 5-10 minutes ago. 7 minutes ago, not even good enough. Come on, guys. Keep the questions. Do you like How I Met Your Mother? To me, it's like Family Guy with cheap jokes. I remember when it first came out, I was quite into it, because I found it much better than Friends, which E4 kept playing on repeat. I think after a while, and also the problem I had with it, though, it's like, I liked the characters, but the comedy was just a bit eh. And not to mention the fact my brother was really obsessed with it, and you know how the rule goes. If your brother or relative or whoever your sister or whatever it is loves something, you can't really get into it because they go on about it so much. One of the reasons why I haven't got into some anime so much, like Gintama. Bloody hell, if you want to see something weird, go watch Gintama. That will freak you the fuck out. Anyway, Raylock can also be a personal trainer. Okay, sure, he's doing it, does American football, but jeez, wouldn't trust him with it yet, not with this level of responsibility. Germany, Brazil 7-1. Wow, is this stream really that far back for you guys? I am a little bit worried, because that means it's going to take a while for you guys to know when I'm actually going to stop this thing. Doesn't really matter too much. Anyway, God, I've got to keep going for another hour and a half. Got to go on for another hour and a half. This is going to be a long one. Keep going. You're doing damn good. Yeah. Thanks very much, John. Like it. I would like to ask if anyone knows if some certain people are online. I'd like to get them involved in all this. Too bad a lot of them are offline, sadly. Checking if anyone's on the line. Nope, no one I can send this to. Well, guys, if there's any other piece of news you think I should know about, please give it my way. Oh, man. Just, the world is crazy. I think we all know this for a certain fact. Anyway, keep the questions coming. What other fighting games do you play other than Soul Calibur and Super Smash Bros? It's difficult for me to say. I did play a bit of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which so fun to play. Apart from that, I haven't played that many fighting games. I just don't like fighting games as much as other people. I mean, I did recently play Arcana Heart 3. I didn't really know the controls, and I sucked despite winning 2 matches in a row, so I need to kind of get used to the controls on that one, mostly because Arcana Heart 3 has some really nice character models, and it'll be brilliant. What have I been playing recently? Oh yeah, I think you may have noticed on my Twitter, if any of you guys have been following that. If you haven't, go to @CCNetworkYT. I've been playing a lot of Metroid Prime recently to try and finally get through the Metroid Prime trilogy. That game is amazing. If you haven't played that, go do it. Freddy, would you be scared to train with me? Rico, I already know how freaking strong you are. Therefore, if you're trying to push me, you'll probably break me. Oh God. What is your reason for not to work out? I already mentioned Final Limits that I have a really, really low pain tolerance. So, and knowing how exercise annoys the crap out of me, it makes my every part of my body hurt, it makes me breathless, and I hate when I run out of breath because I feel like I'm going to die. That. Plus, not much exercise really interests me in the first place. If I want to do exercise, give me something I'll find fun. The world is watching. Space monkeys are going to rule the world and be our leaders. If you say so. Super Fred. Super Fred. I'll have to see that one. Right. Let's keep the stuff going. Do you play GTA 5? Of course I do. I've got it here somewhere. I have to admit, GTA is just one of those games that I just want to play if I'm bored. It's either that or FIFA. They're the two I go to if I don't really feel like playing an actual intense game experience. Just because I know I can really make some content out of it if I wanted to, by setting myself some tasks and doing it. Yeah. I think GTA 5 is a good game, but when Saints Row 5 comes out, I'm on that shit. Were you a Batman animated series fan? If you did, try again. Were you a Batman animated series fan? And if you, I'll just say this: I watched it when I was a kid and enjoyed the ever-loving crap out of it. That show, man, that was Batman done right, up until The Dark Knight, of course. The fact is, that was a fun series. Loved it. I'm used to the pain, you'll get used to it. Yeah, I have to admit, I would probably get used to it over time, like I've gotten used to doing videos and all that jazz. I mean, I just don't exercise much. I mean, I spent a lot of time sitting down in my room or at a table somewhere. I mean, hell, I'm a YouTube content creator and an internet user, for God's sake. This is pretty much what I do. I mean, I'm always worried I'm going to get DVT, so sitting in a chair like this for so many hours without twisting my ankles from side to side, it's going to be really pain in the ass for me. Who is your favourite female Street Fighter character? Chun-Li. Just 2 reasons. Her appearance is fucking amazing, and dem legs. They can kick the shit out of anyone. I'd love to see them kick through some actual, like, real physical world objects. Dem legs are powerful. What's the one scene that you've seen on television or heard in music that you were offended by? I don't get offended by a lot of things. That says a lot about me. I say to myself, I haven't got a moral compass, but I know I do have one because I believe in shit. But for me, okay, it was on TV anyway. It was a movie that was on TV. Yeah, have you guys seen Old Boy? Old Boy, that film. Oh, the first half of the film, great story, but oh dear God, the end. Basically, the second half of Old Boy offended the living fuck out of me because I couldn't believe. Okay, it's a Japanese film. I can understand how they would go there, but for me, it was just. Oh, it was just so... I couldn't believe what the hell I was seeing, and I legitimately just went... What the fuck? Although, anything... Like, the Survival Game Club episode that I saw today was completely surrounded around the idea of perversion. That kind of stuff kind of treads the line with me, because I'm thinking, you'd make an anime episode entirely centered on this shit? Damn. Then again, it is Japan. They'll do anything. What characters did you like on Batman? The animated series obviously gave me 2 characters. Obviously, it's Mark Hamill's Joker. You cannot get away from how brilliant that is. Not to mention, is it Arlene Sorkin's Harley Quinn? The first Harley Quinn and the best Harley Quinn. Doesn't really matter what Tara Strong does now with the character. Really doesn't bother me, because that Harley Quinn in the animated series, love it. Mostly because of the attire, but for fuck's sake, the character was well done too. Right, do you find it annoying how much Good Mike Work loves to defend Cena in every single video? I think it's because he is in a position where, of course, being the person who's been watching for so many years, I've mentioned this before, he just defends Cena because no one seems to find a good reason. Okay, people try, but some just think, hey, people overreact to John Cena's stuff. And therefore, you know, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, defending Cena isn't a bad thing. It's just when other people are always venting to him about how Cena is awful, he's going to retort. Funny. I kind of expected you to say Cammy White, #British. I'm a Brit, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to support all British things. I don't support all British hate groups. And more than that, but then again, you have to find out more about that another day. I hate a lot of British things. That doesn't bother me. Thoughts on white supremacists? Oh, bloody hell. Speaking of hate groups, as I've said already in this Q&A, I'm all in for a world of consensus and equality. These people are assholes, and you think one color of certain human individuals should rise above the others and be your mighty king, then what the hell are you smoking? In fact, if you're not smoking, I'm then wondering what the hell are you doing? Because if you are a white supremacist, I'm just thinking to myself, why? Why would you? Some people in this world are not informed. They don't understand what's going on in this globalized, open, multicultural world we live in. There are people of different creeds, skin colors, religions, whatever it is, hell, even genders and sexual orientations, and they all want to go out and annoy each other. I don't understand why there are people in this world like that. Why can't we all just get... I've already said this already tonight. Why can't we just get along? Why can't we just get along? Honestly, it's all I want. Just for everyone just to get on. But, of course, we live on the internet nowadays. No one can. Good mic work is a Cena ass kisser. Technically, I'm a middle-of-the-road guy who's praised Cena enough as is. I don't know why the hell I'm not a Cena ass kisser. And again, why would I want to be? Alright, let's refresh the comments and see what I've got coming in. I felt the Mad Hatter was pretty freaking underrated as a villain. He was much cooler or fruity than the Johnny Depp Mad Hatter. I have to admit, when it comes to the Alice in Wonderland universe, fucking hell, love that universe. Yeah, that's... Ugh, my mind has gone blank. Ugh. It's getting to that point in the Q&A where everything just starts to go downhill from here. Oh dear God. Right, let's see what I've got to do. I'm going to disable automatic updates again and refresh. Okay. I keep sending those questions in, guys. You're keeping me going. 1:45. Oh wow, what do you freaking do? Can't believe I've been going on for this long. If you can hear a clapping sound, it's my flip-flop just bouncing off my foot there. Can't hear it? Okay, fine. Alright, let's keep going. Keep going with these questions. I'm going to ask you guys a question. Out of all of my content, program banners, the CCWR, CCVGP, CCAnime, CCMLP, which one are you looking for? What kind of content are you looking forward to out of those? I mean, I want to know what you guys think about what content I have upcoming, what content you want me to do. That's one of the reasons why I want to do this today, is just to kind of get your opinions on what all of my content barriers, what you want from me. Okay, let's see. You can eliminate the hate for just $9.99. Oh, that makes me laugh. Would a white supremacist gimmick get over in the modern PG era? No. I already answered this question, I think, because I think Mike Copeland of the M-Ranters sent me this question last time round. He said to me, would it happen? I said no, because there's no way in hell you're going to get that kind of gimmick over. A foreign gimmick, like a Russia versus America thing, that works. If you have a white supremacist gimmick in there, people are going to shit on WWE like there is no tomorrow. Think about it. If they do, it is going to be the worst thing. I mean, okay, sure, you can't do all you would need to do with the gimmick to get it over, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And this is what's annoying to me, is that these guys, okay, sure, on an indie scene, you want to piss a section of the crowd off? Do that shit. But the fact is, in WWE's case, they wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. Why? Because it would get them such negative publicity that it would be the worst thing for them monetary-wise. If people, like, for example, the stuff that they did when they went over reactions with Lana and Rusev, they lost their shit. People go, oh my God, why are they doing this? Why are they hating on the Malaysian aircraft disaster by apparently mentioning recent events? Just that kind of stuff annoys me. They would go, oh my God, they're promoting racism, even though technically WWE promoting racism is right. Because WWE do. Look how many people of African American descent have actually won world titles. Little to none. Seriously, that's a problem. And if, like I said, if Alberto Del Rio gets fired for a racial slur done by someone else and he ends up beating him up, WWE is racist. We know that. The fact is, if they were able to confirm it, they would have a bad field day in the press office. After World War II, what happened to the UK? We changed and got on with it. Get on with it! Had to use that joke in there somewhere. I like your Q&As. Thanks, Final Limit. It's good to know you're enjoying it, and I hope you guys all are too. Do you think people give much more priority to politics instead of being better of humankind? The thing is, we kind of need politics to do what humankind can't do and actually get people in some form of position to sort shit out. That's one of the reasons why politics exists. It is to run the sovereign state we're part of. And if they can't do that, we're just going to get someone else who will try. And the fact is, okay, religion is what causes all the world's problems. Unknown hate is what causes most of the problems. Politics can, only because people don't come to consensus. If we can learn to be equal and live in harmony, We're all good. We don't need all of this crap. But we still have a long way to go as a society, because there's always someone who disagrees with something. If it's right or wrong, if it has a reason or doesn't, someone's going to be a dick and make themselves like an ass trying to defend an opinion that doesn't matter. Just after doing politics for 2 years at A-level and then just still understanding politics as a thing, I love politics, but I just wish it wasn't full of so much infighting. Because nothing can get done. You can't regain trust in people if your governments are at each other's throats. And, just the world is irritating and it pisses me off. I think we all know that for sure. That's probably one thing you've learned from me in this Q&A is I am pissed off with the world, and it's not a good thing. Right. Religion doesn't make problems, people do. Well, it's the interpretation of religion. Because people look at religion in completely different ways. I mean, a friend of mine, who's my former music teacher, is doing a Christian theology degree to be ordained as a vicar. Now, in my eyes, his style of Christian teaching is all about not going overboard with it. It's about understanding what is being said and understanding whether it fits into a modern-day context and you can learn from what's there. You don't have to be taking every single word for it literally and then say, everyone else should obey this. If you don't obey this, you're evil and should be cast into hell. Because technically, all it's going to be is a hole in the ground where worms are going to eat at your flesh and then at your skull. Oh God, I'm really turning this into a morbid Q&A. Fact is, religion only causes problems, yeah, when people do interpret it. But if it was so poorly written in the first place, done from whatever time it was written as a text, it's going to have problems because people look at it and they then think, oh, times were much simpler back then. Yeah, because it didn't have all these problems we have now. Sure, they had war, conflict, slavery, nepotism, adultery, the lot. They all had the moral fibers of themselves. I kind of get that shit. But in the case of religion, you can't just take it and just go all about saying, if you don't believe in what I believe in, I will kill you. That's where I'm going to relate back to the ISIS question I got earlier. That is a problem. We don't want to be in a world where someone takes a book and says, I believe everything that's in this book, and we therefore should make everyone else believe in it. Religion, to me, is annoying. Because in the case of the Gaza situation, you've got countries who are legitimately fighting over pieces of land where all three religions, three major world ones, Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, are all centered on the same fucking location. And it's all because of that and the idea of who owns it. They're effectively at each other's throats for the past God knows how many 100 years. It's infuriating because it makes you look and say, if you didn't believe your religious text so much, we wouldn't be in this case. And that's my problem with religion. People interpret it in so many ways that no wonder people are going to look at it and then immediately get the wrong impression and then take it in a direction no one wants. That's the problem. Religion is about togetherness and uniting under an umbrella of hope that we can all be together as a family to help each other and be better people. That's what it's about. And I'm not even a bloody person who believes in it. And I know this shit. That's the kind of thing. And religion is annoying. I get it. But people who look at it wrongly should just go, what the fuck am I doing? Okay, I got that lot out of my chest. Whew. That took a lot out of me. Did you ever see the raging comments from angry wrestling fans directed at Good Mic Work every time after Cena wins on his Facebook? Yeah, I have seen it. It's funny. Hell, I've seen you in there a few times, Final Limits, but I have seen one of the times where he just looked at all the Q&As, right? All the Q&As. All the Q&As, right? Just, oh boy. I saw the private messages that pretty much had everyone who sent questions into my Q&As. I went, oh, good God, Cena haters are sending me in questions. This is awkward. Okay, your thoughts on the Empire of Japan. I don't really know much about it, ranting Michael Copeland, but there you go. How big is the Lex man's ego? As big as whatever the hell you think it is, because everyone has an ego. Even me, and I don't think I even show it that much. So, if you guys think I have an ego, please do say so, because I want to be alerted of it in some way. Have you ever eaten a tamarino? I have no idea what that is. Would you please describe it? What are your favourite fruits? Bananas and apples, mostly. Apples mostly in juice form, bananas just bananas. Strawberries are also my favourite. Like, strawberry I will actually eat in juice, milkshake, and actual form. Yeah, I like that stuff. I feel it's a bit unfair to blame religion because you could blame the author of The Catcher in the Rye for John Lennon's death instead of Chapman. Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. Like, people, again, the text is a problem unto itself if it's interpreted wrong. Again, it's all down to people. It's like how guns are awful if a person with not in the right frame of mind uses it and then causes a massacre. But like I've said, the texts, if they're written in a time which is different from now, you cannot use it as the basis for modern day. It just doesn't work. And it's like, oh, what is it? I had it in my head and I've now lost it. It's like Charles Manson at the time using Tom Sawyer and fucking Beatles lyrics to predict a race war that'll destroy the world only a couple of years after it happened. Even at the time, it proved to be a ridiculous thing. But then, I look at it and just say to myself, why the hell are you doing this? You look at this and just take it in a direction it never wanted to go in the first place. Even if it's a short amount of time afterwards, you look at the context of something, it's completely separate from when you take it outside of the year it was released or made. Enough said. Okay, why did you not go to Brazil to watch the World Cup live? You know why? I went to WrestleMania this year. Everything else took a back seat. Not to mention, it's too far for me. I would need to also get tons of jabs. It would cost loads of money. And not to mention, England weren't going to do well anyway. I mean, if I was going to go... Actually, there is one thing I do want to do. I've talked about this with a friend of mine, and we're thinking... Because for, the 2016 Euros, the European Championships, is being held in France this year. No, not this year. In 2016. So I would love to go across the channel and just watch football for 2 months. I mean, that would be glorious. And I would love it. And that's one of the things I'm actually having my friend in question round tomorrow. I'm able to talk with him about it because it'd be great to do. I'd love to go to France for the first time in a decade and see some football in some world-class stadiums. I'd love that. It'd be good. Yes, everyone does it. What keeps them alive and has a reason to wake up the next day. Exactly. Religion is all that, and I'm happy to say that. I mean, I'm an agnostic, so I'm a person who's kind of understands what faith can give, but doesn't really believe in it until I need it to, kind of thing. So another thing people can learn about me. Yay, yay! I'm an open book, and it just keeps digging a hole, doesn't it? What do you eat before you go to sleep? Whatever the hell I have in the house doesn't really bother me at all what I eat. Have you ever met any Brazilian people in the UK? No, surprise. I don't think I have, actually. And how many Brazilians live in the UK? I think you'd have to check out our census records for that, and I have no idea where those are. Yeesh. Excuse me. Last bit of water, guys. We're in the last hour and a couple of minutes, and I need to drink. Sorry about the gargle there. I just wanted to ensure that my vocal cords got coated nicely. Right. Next question. Would you date a girl who speaks little to no English? I would try, but it would be very challenging. I have not got very good hearing. Thanks to gigs and wrestling events and loud noises. I haven't got the best hearing in the world. And I don't really understand. I mean, sure, sometimes the accent can be a pain in the ass, but I can hear what they're saying. As long as I can understand what they're trying to tell me and I can respond, I don't really mind. But it will be a barrier for me. It will be a barrier for me if it's so much to the point where I can't understand what they're saying. Then it's a problem. If they can understand me and I can understand them, all's good. Remember your epic Necro-VMX rant. God, that was years ago. That was so many years ago. How are people still remembering this crap? Oh yeah, you guys are loyal followers. You're watching this Q&A right now. Other people aren't. Where the hell are you? Okay. Do you feel men do you think man is being less protected in these modern days compared to women? Oh boy, do I want to set off a huge shitstorm? Thank God I'm not on Tumblr, otherwise I would be setting off a shitstorm. Now, again, I believe in equality for all, but I've always maintained in the modern day, men are always getting a bit shafted when it comes to their rights and the perception of masculinity and how people can act in their lives, because you can't do what you want because it doesn't fit with what your gender tells you to do, and if you do anything outside of that, you're immediately an idiot. Like, the fact is, equality for all means everyone is respected equally and you all get everything. That's how it should be. But a lot of the times, women can do things. They can do pretty much anything if they set their mind to it. But the world hates it in some form because it's an archetypal system. They change it, yada, yada, yada. All's well and good. We now have a good amount of women's rights out there. But they seem to forget that men's rights exist. And it's annoying because when they try to say, oh, all men are when ultra-misandrists who, under the cover of feminism, say all men are evil and they should be killed or pushed down or their rights should be squished. I'm thinking, you're not doing your damn job as a feminist if you can't have men with rights and women with rights coexisting. And just men in general, people often think that we can defend ourselves. Just saying here that do think they're less protected. I have to say, it's annoying when people often say that you can't be, if you're a man, you can't do a lot of things. When people say that you can, I'm thinking, yeah, but that's still, we still have roadblocks in front of us as a gender. I mean, we can do a lot of things. I mean, hell, I'm doing MLP reviews for God's sake, and people would say, based on my gender, that I shouldn't watch this crap. But it's good cartoons, I don't care. So, speaking of which, wearing a t-shirt of one right now. Fact is, that's a problem. Well, men can't enjoy certain things, but women should do because it's their right to have equality. Where does that fit in? Not to mention in the divorce courts. Does a woman need half of your fortune? If you have one? I mean, getting most of it is a pain. That's, again, on the divorce side of things, it's a bit different because everyone's a bit different depending on the case, but if it's equal, it's fucking equal. Don't give more to one. Don't disadvantage one side of an argument, like anything. But I think, in a way, if you want equality, make it. Steamroll through and make it. Don't keep putting up fucking walls. Anyway, I'm going to stop doing these rants, even though you guys are loving them by the looks of it. Was WrestleMania 30 one of the highlights of your life? Of course it was, Rico. You're asking me a question I know the answer to, and so do you. It was amazing. And, oh man, I want to revisit it every day. I want to go back to New Orleans and relive it all again. I want to go to WrestleMania again and live it all again. WrestleMania is amazing. If you guys haven't been, go. Just do it. Doesn't really matter the cost, just do it. If you can't go to Mania itself, just go to the damn city it's hosted in and lap up the WWE atmosphere, damn it. Right. 2 years ago, it's memorable because it was so fucking epic. We still talk about it to this day. It was an awesome rant, and others of your subs talk about it. Good to know someone does, because I really didn't like that guy's reviews at all, and you can't be... If you're reviewing something, you got to meet it halfway. There's a good, there's a bad, and there's a middle ground which needs to be explored. That's how I do my job, etc., etc. That guy didn't, and we put him in his place, didn't we, folks? And I think that you already said it. Tell people why you ranted on him. Yeah, I already explained it. Would you marry AJ Lee? No, because she's married to Punk. Wouldn't touch that with a barge pole. I mean, I would if she was available because comic and sport fan, anyone? Pop culture mediums are me, in a nutshell. Right. Let's see. Any more questions, guys? Keep them coming. I'm going to just sit back for a little bit because I've got a really bad back. Hope you guys are enjoying this. And I hope the microphone audio isn't too bad the closer I get. Anyway. See what I'm going to do here. I'm going to check how big the screen is. It's rather huge. I should have expected that. Alright, guys. We have reached the hour mark. We have an hour left. I don't want to do this for too much more because the FBI files come on at 1. I want to watch that shit. You never know what they're going to investigate next. Fact is, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this so far. Give me all your questions. Come on. We've got an hour to go. I'll be shutting off at 1 a.m. So if your questions haven't come in by then, keep them coming. I'm going to just send out onto Twitter that this is the last chance saloon with 1 hour to go. Okay. See, this is the last chance. Saloon, 1 hour to go until my Q&A is finished. Your questions. Damn it. Get your questions in now. There we go. Simple. That should be good for me. I'm hoping that that's still working out fine. All right. Next lot of questions. Refresh. Is Paige overrated? To those who haven't seen her, she probably is overrated, 100%. But for me, I looked at that documentary that they did on her family, and bloody hell, she can wrestle. And that's the good thing. With women's wrestlers, if they can do the in-ring moves, a lot of people like me don't care. Doesn't Paige look like a vampire? That's an interesting one. I would have been happy if Kevin Thorne was still around. That would have been a great gimmick for her. Speaking of which, do you think Paige would work with a vampire gimmick? I mean, the black hair, the really dark colours of her attires, I could see it working. She wouldn't need an accent or anything, because she's already got a British accent that does sound a bit high up in the social classes. But, you know, overall, I think that could work. Could work. Just saying. Oh, my legs are hurting here, guys. Oh, good God. I need to put my leg up here so I can actually get some blood running through them a little bit. Do you watch the video I sent you of Rapper Triple J's entire game? Oh, shit, no, I haven't. Damn it, I've been quite busy recently. I haven't really been able to check it out. Sorry. Fuck. I will find it in our chat and I will give it a watch. Depends how things go. I'll be quite tired after this Q&A, so I want to make sure I don't have too much to do. Who's your favourite NXT diva? Oh man, I wish I could answer this question. I don't watch NXT. I'm waiting for the network so I can watch it, because like I've said before, on Sky I have no idea when it's on, so I can't give it the time I want. So that kind of sucks for me, but unfortunately that's just how it is. Keep those questions coming, guys. We've only got an hour left. Give the questions to me, and I will answer them for you. Still haven't been beaten, but Rico's pop culture bit in there. I mean, do you know the speed of an unladen swallow? Sorry, I'm going to say it again. If you quote Monty Python at me, you're going to get good responses from me. How do you guys like Monty Python at all? That's a question I'm going to ask you guys out there. Because Monty Python is the shit. And I'm surprised Ray hasn't come in yet. Let me, I think he's on Facebook. No, he's not. Kind of sucks for him. Yay! Right. Let me see here. Someone likes my post. And that is, if you haven't joined in with the Q&A, then please do so. Someone likes it. Okay, guys, keep the questions coming. I'm getting a bit bored. Yay! That's not a good sign when I'm in my own Q&A and I'm getting bored. That's a bad thing. Keep them coming. It was a great video. Well, good to know. I'll have to check it out when I can. Right. What you should watch his reviews. I did watch one or two of his reviews, and I did quite enjoy it. That's why I subbed. That's the problem. I really do forget who I sub to a lot of the time on YouTube, and I'll get around to it at some point. Largest. Is he controversial? Technically, most Cena haters are controversial in some case. Hell, even some people can say I'm controversial. Surprising if that's the case, because I have no idea where the hell I'm going wrong with it. I speak my mind, and people do take it the wrong way sometimes. Like the Chris Benoit thing. Yeah. Right. Do you like Largest on Twitter? I do. I think I follow him on Twitter. Let me have a look while I'm ahead of myself here. I'm gonna quickly have a check. Yeah, I follow him. He doesn't post that often, but he does talk with me when stuff happens. When he mostly complains about stuff, but who doesn't? It's WWE. You're gonna complain about it no nonetheless. I know a lot of people do. Oh man, I'm getting tired. This is tiring me out. Damn. Who am I talking to here? Oh yeah, I'm talking to whoever the hell's watching. Of course, forgot about that. See, this is the problem with the Q&As, guys. I go high energy, and you know me, I can talk for hours and hours and just think of something to say off the fly, and it's all good. I mean, you see my Toy Commander playthrough. Yeah. I pretty much asked you this before, but if Emma was to turn heel, do you think they could make her credible? After what she's done with Santino, I don't think people would take her seriously. It's just like the Jimmy Wang Yang stuff. If they tried to turn him heel, it wouldn't work. It didn't work, I'd so to say. Just it's hard to turn someone heel if they've been a face in such a weird, kooky gimmick. It's difficult. The fact she's not on TV is irritating, and I really want to see her back, but fuck. Running out of breath. Oh, I may have to end this sooner if I end up running out of breath at this point. At 2 hours in. Oh my god. How do I do this? Lord knows how I do this. Oh man. I'm also a bit pissed off Ray isn't here. This is bad. He said he'd be here. Come on, you bastard. If he's not here, then he's not. He's going to have to miss out and ask me questions another time. What do you think of largest sad face icon and my sad face icon on Facebook? I actually really enjoy it because it sums up you guys on these things perfectly, because you guys complain about WWE and Cena a lot, and therefore it resembles what a lot of what you say equates to. Now, obviously, Fine Limits, I've gotten a lot of good discussion out of you in the past, proving that you don't have a problem with saying good things outside of Cena hate and WWE hate, which is all good. I mean, you are fun to talk to. All of you guys are fun to talk to. I mean, I really need to have a lot of things. Oh, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. I have to leave. I'll try to make it back, but if I can't, ta-ta for now. Cheers, Rico. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back. If you get back within the next 45 minutes, well, technically, if you get back within the next 35 minutes, you'll be all good. Let me have a look. Emma has a stupid dance. Gimmick said so. Who has a content removed? Who removed a comment? Someone? Do you feel there are people using homosexuality to be cool? There's always going to be people doing that shit. Seriously, you are always going to see people bandwagoning something to try and make a fad or a phase or something in popular culture come from it. And people have made this. They've done it in the past. I can't name it, but I know it's happened. Enough said. Would a drug addict gimmick ever get over? Same reason as the white supremacist. It wouldn't, because of not to mention, look at WWE's past with the steroids and shit. Think about that. It's not going to work. Which WWE diva did you believe had the best entrance attire? I'm going to lie back now. It's pretty much the same, isn't it? Pretty much the same for me. I don't really care, to be honest with you. The attires don't bother me that much. They're all pretty much the same. Anyway. Bloody hell, this shirt is getting crinkled and crumpled and everything. Wear it for one day, and speaking of which, this has one day on it. Anyway, let's see. Any other questions, guys? I mean, I can call this at any time between now and 1, but if you want to send me something in, I mean, you guys can probably tell I'm getting quite tired, and this might prove to be a Q&A which didn't have the most success, but at least I've gotten something out of it that's worth it. Man, I'm feeling so drowsy. At least I know I'll be able to sleep well tonight. Okay, come on, guys. If you haven't got any more questions, I might as well end it. Keep them coming. Man, I'm really getting tired. It's one of the reasons why I shouldn't do these live Q&As in the middle of the damn night. I should probably do them sometime in the middle of the day or something like that, so I'm not tired. Come on. I haven't got a question in about 2 minutes. Get me something good. It's one of the reasons why I wish I had more people following these things. Okay. At least I'm not eating ice cream out of a tub like that one time. That's one benefit I can say. At least I'm only sitting around. Okay, Final Limits. I am not going to answer the question you've just put in. Too far. Too far. I did say in the disclaimer I have the right to refuse to answer any question. That is one of them. You guys can read it, so therefore I'm going to point this out. You can read it, you can make your own assumptions, I'm not answering that question. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Seriously? Finally, stop putting that in there. I mean, I don't have a rating for my content, but this is treading the line with it. Seriously? Alright. I had to wait for the good questions to come in. Come on, guys. Keep giving me the questions. Give me questions I can actually answer, and all will be good. Come on! Alright. Let's see. Going to click on Facebook to see if I missed anything. Someone doing the ice bucket chat. Oh yeah, no one's told me to do the ice bucket challenge. Well, no. No one's done that. Alright then. Let's see. Looking through Facebook to see something fun. Too bad there is none. Yay. Right, let's go back to the comments. Haha, do you feel if WWE used a guy with a virgin gimmick as a heel? Oh yeah, because in society people think, oh my god, if you're a virgin, you're the worst. That's not a problem. In this society, that shouldn't be a problem for you. If you use that as a gimmick to get over as a heel, and it'll prove that people are that shallow-minded. It'd be awful if they did. Right. More questions. I did not read the disclaimer, so I did not know. It's there in the description box. Just gonna say. Well, now you know. Now you know the disclaimer is always there. In fact, maybe one day I may have to get the disclaimer written out, laminated, so I can then hold it up and go, see this? There you go. Because, I mean, the comment section is the comment section. It'll do its stuff. Disclaimers only do their job halfway. I think Punk is a coward for what he's doing. He's done. He's so unprofessional, he turned his back. Listen, if you were burnt out, you had lost your desire for your job, you would want a break, wouldn't you? You'd want to recharge your batteries and get back, wouldn't you? I mean, if I was CM Punk, I mean, okay, I understand why, and I'm actually kind of happy because he's at least enjoying life. He's been able to recover from his injuries, lose a bit of weight, look a ton better than he's done in the past, and he's gotten hitched, and he wants to live a family life. Do you think he's a coward for wanting the simple pleasures in life? You know, like, that we all want? That as a professional wrestler in WWE, you'd find it hard to get because you're on the road all the time? You know, that's I wouldn't deny him that. If I worked, anyway, I wouldn't do it. But I would say to people who don't like what Punk has done, look at what he had to do to get his mind back in fray. Alright? Would you do the same? Yes, probably. Have you ever played any of the FIFA World Cup games? I did back in 2002 when I didn't really play a lot of football games, and I got my goalkeeper sent off in every single match. It was hilarious. Hilarious! Everyone knows how fun that is if you played a football game. Refresh. Alright guys, we're nearly at the 20-minute mark, and my, this is getting long. Again, I'm going to say this once more. If you know anyone who follows me, or anyone that you know who you could do any goodwill of sending this Q&A out to someone, please do. Share the Q&A out there. If anyone wants, if you guys have been enjoying this, I have. It's been fun to do. And unfortunately, we've only got about 30 minutes until I sign off. Oh no! So, get them in as many as you can. I think you guys may have been questioned out, to be honest. A lot of you have been here since the beginning of the damn Q&A, and I'm worried that you may have been questioned out. Prove me wrong, and you send me more questions. Alright. Alright. Where is it? I can imagine the right guy doing the Punk stuff while you choose to sleep with random person. I'm too good for that. I'm pure. I am better than you. Ha ha. Straight edge gimmick. Nice one. I think we did that. No, he should have waited for his contract to expire. Then again, okay, I will admit, breaching contract and all is a problem. But then again, he probably got permission. Okay, maybe he didn't. Maybe he did just walk out. But the thing is, for me, I know if you were in that position, you're just like, you would ask, and they'd say no, and then you think, you know what? Sometimes I got to take things in my own hands, and Punk did that. Right. He could have gotten sued. He probably is gonna get sued. If not, Who impressed you the most at this year's World Cup? Costa Rica. There's no fucking doubt about it. Costa Rica for the win. If anyone didn't watch the World Cup. Keep the questions. Okay. Whose entrance do you like the best? Paul London and Brian Kendrick, anyone? Oh, that was fun. Backflips, running, yeah, all good. Taker's entrance, I always have a little bit of a fondness for. I mean, seeing it live a couple of times, it's amazing. Seeing it live at WrestleMania, though, that was amazing. I couldn't see it very well, but it was fun. And overall, it proves that Taker is amazing. I mean, also, I think the Brood's entrance is one of my favorites, and Stone Cold is just simple, but so well made. Who else is there? John Morrison's entrance, the slow-mo. Ah. Thing is, when you're watching it live, it doesn't really make much difference. But yeah, I mean, there are a few entrances I do really like, but it's a few and far between mix. Alright then. Also, the enjoyable one. I haven't seen you a lot in this Q&A. Feed me more questions, that is. Give me more, all the questions you got. Everyone else here is pretty much questioned out, I believe. If not so, send them through. Got time here. Alright then. We've got, guys, I've got half an hour until I switch off, okay? That's the warning. USA best Costa Rica. Yeah, sure, they had both of them had great keepers, and USA did better than they expected, but I've already mentioned this to you in Skype calls and on Facebook and Twitter. Fact is, Costa Rica got to a place in this World Cup where no one expected them to. Therefore, they officially are the more impressive. I didn't expect Costa Rica to make it to the quarterfinals, for God's sake. Thoughts on Mordecai? I've mentioned this before. Could have done something with it, but they never did because they just didn't. No, they all didn't care. And sadly, that's a problem. I loved that gimmick, and I wish they could have done something with it. Heath Slater is a bit underrated as a heel. Yeah, I mean, the 3MB stuff didn't interest me, but Heath Slater's never really interested me in general. I always found him to be a loudmouth, and those kinds of wrestlers who have loudmouths are annoying to watch. That's why, I mean, sure, an early Miz was annoying to watch, then I realised potential. I thought, okay, this guy is actually quite entertaining when he was saying the right things. Heath Slater just sort of flat out annoys me. He's underrated, understandably, because he's a decent in-ring worker, but outside of that, I don't really care for him either way. Thoughts on Gail Kim? I only saw her when she first arrived in WWE, and she was pretty damn good, even though she was a bit sloppy. Fact is, I wish she could still do those submission moves when she came back to WWE the second time around, but she didn't, and she's proving to be reasonably good at the moment in TNA. Right. Oh my God, I feel so lightheaded. I've got half an hour to go, and I'll be able to just sit down and enjoy. Oh, good God. This is really bad. Oh, sorry guys, I'm trying to keep myself together here. Like usual, three hours in, I would be this tired. And again, it is gone midnight. What if Heath Slater won the 2014 Royal Rumble? Oh my God. Whew. If he won that, I would... I don't often punch things, but when I do, it's because something was truly, truly awful. That would be one of those. Right. Okay. What do we just keep the questions coming? I keep saying it. Oh man, I'm so tired. I don't mind stopping this in 5 minutes, but every time I'm saying I'm going to stop, people keep asking more questions. Keep them coming, guys. If you are watching my stuff for the first time, which is probably not the case, knowing who's sending me questions, I would say subscribe down below if you like what you're saying. Thoughts on Tyler Breeze? From what I've seen of him, it looks quite good. Unfortunately, I haven't seen enough of him to really see it that much. Well, these things happen, I guess. I mean, again, I need to watch more NXT, so it's going to happen either way. Let's see. I'm just going to check the news quickly because I'm trying to think of something to do while waiting for questions to come in. This kind of sucks that Richard Attenborough died. Nothing else is up. So the news doesn't update on a weekend, does it? I don't think anyone else can agree with that. Alright, let's see. Take the back questions. Nothing has been answered. Come on. Do you feel Stone Cold, The Rock, HBK, Attitude Era Legends would have been as big as they were if they became? Yeah. Do you feel Stone Cold, The Rock, HBK, and Attitude Era Legends would have been as big as they have become if they were in their prime in this era? That's a bit interesting. Because then again, it's all about the time. Do you really think a foul-mouthed person like Stone Cold defeating the boss would have made it now? Probably. Because that would have made it. Because it means, effectively, you're kicking the shit out of your boss. We all internally want to do that. Rocks is a bit different because, again, it was all about his charisma and he sold it. Maybe that could work today. It obviously shows with the buy rate, but HBK, the Heartbreak Kid, was of its time. I mean, obviously, if you see a guy who's cocky, full of shit, and proclaiming he'll steal your girl like that, you're going to punch him in the face. But the problem with it, of course, was it was fit in the time that, effectively, he could. And honestly, he can't now. So if you had a guy doing that now, he would need to be a single man with a pretty face. And a lot of WWE's guys do have that. A lot of them aren't single. So it wouldn't work nowadays. Others, like Gangrels and stuff like that, no, they're just like I mean, sure, for the pantomime of it, but would it have gotten over? Possibly not. Because it didn't fit, you wouldn't be able to fit it with the zaniness. Is Adam Rose a fail? Decent wrestler, but the gimmick kind of was, because now he's in NXT fighting. He's not anywhere on television. Do Naomi and Cameron deserve a one-way ticket back to wherever they came from? Really don't know what the hell you're informing there, but Naomi is a good wrestler. Cameron, oh good God, no way. Wouldn't touch Cameron with a barge pole. What if Brock had lost to Cena in a squash match? The world would have rioted, and honestly, so would I. Enough said, I would have rioted like mad if that happened. I would have been with you guys for that one. Okay. Damn it, time is going slower, guys. Keep the question coming. Come on. I want to get through to the end of this without feeling like at the end of it I should have quit an hour ago. Come on. Send me more questions. I know it doesn't sound very good that I'm technically down in my own Q&A, but it's nearly 1:30 to half past midnight in the morning here. I want to get this through as soon as I can. Also, it's a bank holiday tomorrow, so anyone in the UK, enjoy your day off. Speaking of which, I'm out of water. Water's taking a day off. Right. Keep the questions coming. I'm going to keep questioning myself. Who is better in your opinion? Tupac? Oh, who is better as a human? Tupac or Eminem? I don't really know either of those two outside of their music. Honest to God, I don't really care anyway. I mean, I listen to some of Eminem's stuff. Not much of it. Music's fine, I guess. Tupac, I just never got the gist of. I like some of Biggie Smalls' rap, but Tupac probably had more morals on him, and he had more respect for not just his art form, but for his fellow human. Based on the lyrics of some of Eminem's songs, I'm slightly worried he's even had to mention that crap in his lyrics, but that's a bit worrying. If he had done any of that stuff in his lyrics state, then I'm a bit worried and thinking, wow, you an arsehole for doing that in the future? What if Cena had ended the streak instead of Brock? Now, I answered this question up towards WrestleMania. I would have preferred, at the time, I would have preferred Cena to do it. Because at least it would have meant, hey, we get to see the dream match. But I think looking at Brock now, I always say he was the right guy because it made someone legitimate beat the shit out of The Undertaker at 50 years old. That's understandable. It's realistic. Cena beating The Undertaker in that state wouldn't have looked realistic in the slightest, and it would have really turned out crap. But they could have made it good. Could have. Mind you. Could have. Could have made it good. Do you like Beth Phoenix? Yeah, I miss her because she's a bloody good women's wrestler. To have a strong female wrestler like a Beth Phoenix, like a Chyna, I miss that kind of thing. How did you react when Michael Jackson died? I was really shocked. Problem is, I used it to get into his music. That's a bad thing. One thing I will say, though, like most big celebrity deaths, outside of Robin Williams, when I was just too tired to care at that point because it was so close to home for that on the depression front, I will say this. I watch the coverage all night long because I like hearing what people think about the celebrity or the well-known person that died and looking at how they're perceived, you know? And Ray, you've joined, finally! Too bad you've only got 20 minutes to send in all your questions. That's going to be bad for you, because I have talked about you a couple of times in this Q&A already. Come through with the questions. I meant to say who is better. Oh, who is better? Oh, as a rapper. As a rapper, I would definitely say... Oh, God, that's tough. I don't listen... Again, I already mentioned I don't listen to Tupac. I listen to a little of Eminem, but not much. I prefer the style of Tupac's rapping, but I prefer the music that Eminem put out. That's me. Alright, guys, keep them questions coming in. Also, Ray, just in case if you weren't watching up until now, I did mention my opinions on gun control earlier. You may want to check that shit out on the replay. Alright. I've just got a second wind. I've got 20 minutes to go, guys, and then this Q&A will be done. If you haven't got a question in that you want to ask me, I haven't really seen much on about my content here, keep it coming. I mean, fact is, okay, opinions on the new logo. I kind of like it. Which new logo? Can you please specify? Oh, the WWE logo. My mind is, yeah, if you're going to specify things, please do specify what it is. It'd be a bit easier for me. I've already mentioned this in a video, but WWE's new logo is modern, it's clean, it's fresh, and honestly, WWE needed it. The scratch logo really outlasted its welcome. I think a lot of you can agree on it. That it doesn't matter what the logo is. It doesn't matter, because it's just a freaking logo. As long as what's on television doesn't change, I think a lot of people will be fine with it. Just some people are picky nostalgia tards who don't like change. I don't like change, but I still have to accept it, damn it. Oh. Alright. Who is better, the Sex Pistols or the Clash? Musically, the Clash. Lyrically, I would probably go for Pistols because they were drilling it to the point. In spite of John Lydon's vocals being a little bit off for me. Alright. Keep those questions coming. And yeah, you said it. There you go. What if Ronda Rousey joined WWE? I do not know who that is. Sorry to say that, but I don't know who it is. Sorry. Alright. Let's have a look-see. Would you date Nature Girl 30 if you had a chance? Anyone's open to anyone, I suppose. I really don't know how to answer that because I'm guessing she's in a relationship in her own right, but... I mean, I've never dated anyone, so there you go. If she ever said so, then yeah, probably. Yeah, I would probably definitely. I don't really know how to answer that question because I don't know if she has any answer. Nonetheless, it's a question. I've answered it. Sorry, I've just got randomly nervous there for a second. Oh, I get nervous in these things all the time. Right, questions, please. Keep them coming. We've only got now 15 to 20 minutes. Keep them coming. Getting impatient here. Then again, I have no idea what you guys are up to in the videos, so I have no idea. What the hell's going on here. Right. Let's see. I've seen an Oreo cheesecake picture in here, and I can eat that right now. I'm hungry. Even though I ate a roast turkey for 2 hours ago. Right. Let's see now. Where do we go? Oh, she's an MMA fighter. Oh, is she the MMA fighter who's the current women's champion in UFC or something? Who's apparently the toughest woman in the world that WWE hyped up at SummerSlam? I would just see that in there. Fuck yeah, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see a female MMA fighter come into WWE and tear shit up. What contact sport can you you just can't really stand? UFC! Surprisingly, I don't like UFC that much. I've mentioned in the past that it's all about the beating of someone up and nothing more. Boxing, I do like, but I don't like watching it. I like watching the results of it, but I don't like watching it. Oh, you mean contact sport as in, is rugby a contact sport? Who knows what I'm talking about now? I'm losing it. Right. Do you think Nature Girl 30 is attractive? Yes. I mean, everyone's attractive in their own unique way, but yeah, she is attractive, yes. What if TNA got bought out by WWE and put it on the network for $9.99? Would you be watching TNA? I'd probably check out some of the most violent matches because I am a huge spot monkey at heart, so Yeah, I'd probably go watch the Barbara Massacres again. I'd probably watch some Destination X matches again. I just want to watch something like that's one of the things I always used to watch TNA for the stuff I really would try to do but wouldn't. Punk was supposed to be about yourself, but yeah, Punk was supposed to be about yourself, but yet they tried to kick their Matlock out of the band for being himself and replace it with Sid to fit the image. Oh yeah, apparently Sid Vicious couldn't play bass for shit, which is actually not surprising, knowing every time I've seen a video of them, it doesn't look like he's actually doing much. Is TNA going out of business? They apparently have, they've moved TNA to Wednesdays. They're currently in negotiations with Spike. Apparently they have another TV network lined up. So if they do have another network lined up, good. If they don't, they're going to be okay till the end of the year, and we'll see what happens. I can't judge now, but we will eventually. Oh, yeah, I'm losing steam. I'm not liking it. Anyway, I'm going to have to refresh the page again. Come on, guys, we haven't got long. You've only got almost 10-15 minutes to go. Come on. Questions galore, please. I think some of you are waiting for questions to be answered. That's why I'm not throwing more at me. But I think when you really think about it, I get these questions before you even hear them be answered. So, anyway, keep them coming. You know what, guys? Do you want to see another one of these live stream Q&As again? And actually, I want to ask you guys this question. What time would be the best time for me to do this? Like, I always do it between 10 and 1, like I'm doing now, because it means everyone has a chance of coming in. But I think I really should do it later, like I used to do, from midnight till 4 in the morning. Mostly because then everyone has a chance, really. Which do you believe are the top countries dominating in rugby? Of course, it's New Zealand, Australia, South Africa, us, France, Ireland, Wales. Pretty much them. I mean, that's it. I mean, if they're dominating, I mean, New Zealand beat Australia 50-20 in the recent. Was it 20 in the recent game? And it shows New Zealand are freaking dominant. Freddie, I've done the ice bucket challenge, and I could challenge one more person, so I'm challenging you. Oh boy, you've laid out a gauntlet here, Ray. We almost called you Rico there, sadly. Fact is, okay, you know what? You want me to do the ice bucket challenge? I've got a free day tomorrow. I'll do the ice bucket challenge. How about it? You guys want to see me do the ice bucket challenge? I bet so, and I will do it. You challenge me on my Q&A, Ray. I will do it. Give me some time. Now it'll be done. And you have to be nominated, you've got to do it. Yeah, I know, I just mentioned I will, damn it. Fact is, yeah, I've been thinking, when is someone going to nominate me for this shit? Because I want to do it. I need to find a shirt I don't like wearing, and then I can be okay with that. So then I won't worry about it getting completely soaked. Anyway, guys, yeah, I'm going to do the ice bucket challenge. I'm going to have to tell my friend tomorrow to find a bucket and put some bloody ice water in it, and it will be good. Speaking of which, I can go buy some ice from the shop tomorrow. I will do this. 9 PM UK time, 11 PM my time. That works. I mean, 11 PM would be great. 9 PM was when I was originally going to do it, but as the viewers have showcased, it's only gotten up to about 8 at its highest. I think even though I advertise this a lot and say that my Q&A is coming and it's here, only the real diehards like you guys come to these every single time. And, you know, I want to get more, you know. Remember, Fred, you have to donate as well. Yeah, I've got a check clearing, which will give me more money in my account, so I will be able to. I'm going to probably donate to the motor neurone disease, obviously, because that's the equivalent of the ALS in this country. Motor Neurone Disease Society, possibly. If that doesn't work out, I could easily donate to a mental health charity, because that, knowing the situation I've had to deal with, other people have had to deal with it would be great to use. And I think you guys really want to see that. Good Mike worked pussied out when the next man nominated him. He likes keeping anonymity on Facebook, okay? We've only seen his face once, and that was in one video when a picture of himself was there. I don't think he wants to put himself up. I don't think he wants to put himself up on the internet when he's mostly just a voice, you know? I can understand why he wouldn't. I mean, if you like me, for example, if my videos started out as audio only and I wanted to keep some anonymity to myself, then yes, I would no doubts do it. Unfortunately, this is not the case, because I have my face on camera and I'm mentioning my name all the time, so I can't do that. But I guess he doesn't want to get his senior shirt wet. Anyway, let's see what else we got. Your thoughts on Ebola? It's an awful disease. We need to find a way to quell it fast. Okay, how much time do we have left? We have nearly 10 minutes left, guys. You ain't got long. Get your questions in if you haven't done so. And if you have enjoyed this, give me a like down below, wherever it is on here. I don't know if this thing's mirrored, but you need to give me a like. It'll be fantastic. And yeah, I mean, I'm getting tired, but I've enjoyed this so far. Let's hope it ends with a bang. Let's hope to God it does. Anyway, quickly check some Twitter. See what's going on Twitter. 3 computer setup for all videos. Wish to God I had that. I've just got 1 laptop. 1 laptop's fine for now, but I need to do more than that. Right, let's refresh the questions. See if there's no more, really. Come on, guys. We haven't got much time left. Keep those questions coming. God damn it. Wow. I'm just getting tired, guys. I really am. So if you've just joined in and it's just not much going on, but yeah. Anyway, let's pre-order bonus missions. I'm trying to find something to talk about and it's not working. Yay for Twitter. You should be helping me with this stuff. Ow. Anyway, back to the Q&A. I'm going to do this right. 1 new question, apparently. Oh, the reason I'm late is because I ran a mile. Oh, so you weren't watching a movie then? You told me watching a movie or something, and then this happens. Anyway, that's all good for you. At least you turned up. I was worried, Ray, thinking when the hell were you going to turn up? Because I've mentioned you multiple times. Other people have mentioned you in this, surprisingly. And yeah, we were all kind of wondering, well, where's Ray? Where's he going to pop up in this thing? Ray, would you be Friend's personal trainer to get in shape? Oh, God, now you know he's here. You're going to ask the damn question, aren't you? I have to wait for the response to that, I guess. Oh, man. Oh, I'm tired. I shouldn't have done all that video recording before I came up here to do this, because that would have tired me. That tired me the fuck out. Bloody hell. Oh, I'm just a little tired. Just going to quickly check something, guys, just to see if my... Cool, my hard drive still has 137 gigabytes free. Yay. I'm happy for that. Do American accent. It's not some kind of American accent, but I'll do what I can with it. You know, it changes from time to time what my American accent is, but screw it. I'll do whatever I can to make this work, and if it doesn't sound right, then, take it with what you will. I said I wouldn't do accents earlier on, but I wasn't in the mood for it. I just thought, fuck it, I'm on a bit of a high right now. Yeah. Eating a watermelon right now. Good to know someone eats those things. I don't like watermelon at all. Texture is awful. For me, that is. To be honest, I unsubscribe to you. I don't watch wrestling channels and vids, but I will freaking be here anytime you live stream. These are fun. Well, it's good to know you're here for something I do, Jonathan. It's a bit sad that you did unsubscribe. I mean, remember, I don't just do wrestling anymore. I do other things. I do my video game playthroughs. I've got the anime reviews coming next year. I've got that damn countdown coming, which will be a precursor to the damn MLP reviews, which I want to do because it's looking really fun in the process. Right. Okay. Where are we? No, I watched a movie and then I ran. Okay, I knew that. Good to know. What will you do after this Q&A is done? I'm probably going to rest, play a bit of Tomodachi Life on the DS, probably watch the FBI files, and maybe fall asleep. Pretty much that's what I plan. I want to wake up tomorrow so when my friend comes over we can just do shit, play video games, maybe go out and watch a movie or something. Just because overall I haven't gone to the cinema in fucking ages. Maybe watching Guardians of the Galaxy will do me good. Actually, Ray, which movie did you watch, by the way? What if the England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Ireland, and Wales national football teams formed together to form the UK national team? I've always wondered that. But then again, as each individual part of the UK has a devolved parliament, outside of Ireland, as they all have devolved parliaments, you can't really have them as one in a sense like that. I mean, sure, in the Olympics, I've always wondered that, and actually, speaking of which, in the Commonwealth Games they're all separate. Why the hell is it not separate in the Olympics? Just saying. I loved your American accent, Fred. Thank you, Final Limits. Good to know my accents. I can know somebody. Right, I'm guessing you guys will love it too. I'm only subscribed to 3 people, basically. I'm subscribed to a lot of people. Why? Because I like watching YouTube in my spare time. Yay, Enrico just sent me a video. Too bad I can't watch it this time because I'm currently in the middle of this. I've got 15 minutes until... Is it 15 minutes? No, 10 minutes till we end. Guys, we're getting closer to the end. Do Q&As more often because they're my favourite videos that you do. Oh, thanks, Final Limits. Good to know you're enjoying this because I will do more of these. I just need to find time. I mean, I've got to find a day in my calendar, a date in my calendar near the end of the month when I usually do it, when there's nothing going on. This month was fine, but yeah, normally it's hard for me to find a time to do these. It takes a lot of work to try and find and dedicate myself to doing just this, you know. It's crazy. Although I will say this, are you looking forward to some other content I've got coming up? I mean, I've announced some things, yet nothing's really happened in some other cases. So, yeah, if you guys are looking forward to content, please do say so. I want to see what you guys think. Let's refresh. I watched When the Game Stands Tall, a high school football movie our coach wanted us to watch. Ah, okay, it's all about the learning. Okay. I mean, it's not like when I had to watch a ton of movies for film studies. I mean, that was fun because I knew I was watching it for the analysis of it only. That was brilliant. But, yeah, I need to go to the cinema more. Do you remember Rinat Dasiev? No. Sadly, I don't know who that is. Let's check the Fastbooks. Oops, something. Rico has something on Facebook. All knows what. Online attack cripples PSN again. Whoa! Who has PSN? Not me, for credit card information. That's kind of funny. I'm sorry to laugh, but if you guys have PSN, you better be careful, because it has been attacked. Right, let's see. Where are we? Got only 10 minutes to go, guys. We haven't got long. Send those questions forward. I haven't got long either before I completely faint, because I've been doing too much today. Actually, I haven't done that much at all. What the hell am I on about? Come on. I've only got 10 minutes left. Can I refresh? Give me more questions. Come on. I've only got a little bit of time left, and I'm getting tired. It's up to you guys. You guys make the video what it's worth. Ah. Damn it. Well, I wouldn't be this quiet, but I damn well am. Why is that? Ugh. Right. Be right back. Alright. If you get this chance to speak to John Lydon, what question would you ask him? I would ask him, quite simply, because you endorse Country Life butter, do you therefore eat it? If you haven't seen those Country Life adverts in this country, check them out online. They're funny as hell. Thinking, oh wow, a person who's so anti-establishment back in his punk days, he's now selling butter. Do pre-recorded Q&As. Final Limits, I want to tell you something. I want to do live stream Q&As from now on, because do you realize how long it takes for me to make a recorded Q&A? Not only does it take upwards of nearly 2 hours of my time, but also, not only that, the file size is huge. It's upwards of nearly 5 gigabytes. Not only is that taking up a lot of space on my computer, which I need for video making, especially when I'm trying to make a countdown with tons of different episode clips from a television series, I then also have to note this, that I just haven't got the energy in me to do it. I mean, this is fun because I know I only have to answer a set amount of questions at one time, but I want to stop doing the recorded ones because it took so long to upload. This doesn't take any time at all. It gets uploaded to YouTube straight away when I'm done, and I like that. I don't want to go back to those days where I had to record an entire Q&A from scratch. I like this. The only reason I didn't do it a few other times is because I didn't want to use Google Hangouts because I was a bit of a lazy fucker. And also I wanted to do the alternation thing that I did. Nowadays it ain't going to work for me. Do you think Summer Rae has a butt-ugly face? No. She has a good-looking face. Most people do. He's a former Soviet goalkeeper. You have a real obsession with Soviets and Russia and stuff, don't you, Mike? Right. We're almost at the end. We have 5 minutes left. 5 minutes, and I sound like Schleggy Daddy when he goes into a rant. Oh, God, I love it when he does that, even though I am almost venting half the time. Okay, guys, we haven't got long. 5 more minutes, and then I will be finished. So send your questions. You haven't got long. I'm in a good mood tonight, guys. I've been enjoying this. I need to get some food in my belly. I need to get some drink. And I need to just sit down, watch some television, and all will be good. That's what I want to do right now. I'll focus on some video stuff later. Right. Come on. Keep these questions coming. Keep refreshing. When's the next live Q&A? Okay, that's an interesting point. Let me look at my calendar. Because I need to, and it's very important that I do. Right, well, I'm at the Progress show on the 28th of September, so it's not going to be then. It's not going to be... Do I do it in the week after Night of Champions? Because then because I know I'm going to be back for that. I know I'm going to be there in Falmouth for it. And it's overall going to be quite fun for me to do. You know what? That will be the next time, 21st of September. You heard it here first. Right, okay. Which diva would you like to have your first kiss with? Doesn't really matter. I'd rather have a first kiss with someone who I actually cared about. It's more than just looks, you know. I don't feel Lydon was a sellout because I don't feel he claimed he would never do any commercials. What he basically claimed was that he would always do what he wanted. Yeah, I get that. But it's the punk philosophy that people have an issue with. What are your thoughts on the Ferguson situation? Oh, that's a bit of a tough one. Basically, police brutality sucks ass and should be snuffed out. Anyone who acts in a corrupt way like that should be fired. And the fact that there's a lot of police corruption in general is a problem. Do you think Taylor Swift is talented or not? She does write her own songs, or give her credit where it's due, but vocally she's very good too, but I just don't like her that much. She's talented, yes. Doesn't explain why I don't like her, though. Okay. 4 minutes, guys. We're counting down. Oh, my God, my throat. Yep, my throat is starting to give up on me. I'm not going to be able to do any videos tomorrow. Yeah. Fat face. Alright, let's see. Got not long here, guys. Keep them coming. We're almost at the end. Got to wait for the questions, and if I do... I don't normally wait for questions, but when I do, I talk to myself and reference memes to keep myself entertained. Right. See what I did there? Okay, guys. Haven't got long. Keep them coming. I'm going to check my phone while I'm at it. Nothing's happened. Nothing's happened. Brilliant. The news is running on empty, so am I. Let's hope to God for the last 2-3 minutes you guys don't run on empty either. If you dated Taylor Swift after you guys broke up, how would you react if she made a new song about you? I'd fucking love it. Because it proves that she's more stuck on it than I am. Because I wouldn't give 2 fucks. Because for me, even though I've never been in a relationship and I can never test this, I personally don't... I'm in a position where as long as I remained amicable... I mean, if they had a problem with me, I'd rather them tell it to my face, because I don't want to have someone tell me that there are problems about me when they're pissed off with me and saying, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore because you do this about it. If you told me, I would have at least had a way of understanding it better. I mean, if you make a song about me, it proves that you cared more about it than me. So I'm fine with that. Do you like David Cameron? Oh, this is interesting. I don't like the Tories. No. I do like the Lib Dems, though, so... Liking half of our government's fantastic, but then again, everyone lumps the Lib Dems in as the reason why we're in this mess, and they're assholes. Right, next question, if we have any more. Come on, guys. Got an email. I would normally check my email midway through a Q&A, but you never know. Comments. It's just basically my email telling me I've got loads of questions. The hell is this? Oh, the Super Smash Bros. 3DS console. I hope you guys are going to buy Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS and the Wii U, because I will. Alright. Guys, okay, this is the last chance saloon. If you don't get any questions in now, they will not be answered. At this moment in time, it is 00:54, 54 minutes to, well, it's 5 to 1 pretty much. If you can't get a question in now, it will not be answered. Okay, the next time I update these question thing, I will answer these questions and then I will be done. Okay, I'm going to wait for another minute and I'll see if any more questions come in. If any do come in, I will then answer them and all will be done. Alright, let's see. Okay, here's one from Jonathan Goodboy. Your last question, I believe. Isn't it a bit unfair that the swastika symbol is banned while other terrible symbols that are associated with tragedies, have a pass? Then again, the swastika is associated with the single biggest human genocide in history. You can, and also the ultra high of what fascism is. You can kind of see why people don't want to use it. Seriously. Oh, Mama, talk to me real quick. Bye, Fred. Alright, see you, Ray. I believe that's your questions out of it. And I believe I'm not going to get any more questions. If you got one more, just send it. And I want to end this Q&A on a nutshell? On a bombshell. One more. That's all I need is one more. Give me one more question. Don't know who it is. I'll answer one more and I'll be done. Oh, lol. Ha! Not what you're laughing at, but... Right. Let's see. Can I have one more question? Can I? Someone going to give me one more question before I log off. Just one more to rant on before I finish. Bet the guys at the British Fist haven't got this problem. Right. Okay. Let's have a look-see. Refresh. Nope, I've got nothing. Alright. Okay, guys. Like I've just said, one more. Like usual, I'm looking at my phone again, but what else am I going to do? Okay, got one more chance. Somebody send me one more question, for the love of God. Sorry I'm getting pissed, but I want to end on a question. God! I'm only a minute over the time I said I'd go. Apparently the comment section has just experienced an internal server error. That's wonderful. Oh, that's wonderful. That's pretty much me done, I think. If the comment section gives up and the highly trained monkeys are trying to figure something out, I'm done. Guys, I have been Freddie Thomas. You've been people watching. This has been the August live Q&A. And I will see you guys next time. I don't know what video that will be. Probably the next Toy Commander part. Speaking of which, if you guys watch the Toy Commander parts, they won't be coming out this week because I have work experience. But it will resume next week with multiple episodes being uploaded. Cheers, guys. See you next time. Hope you all enjoyed. And I hope you have a good week ahead. Cheers.